some reason it was turned off on OBS. But hello. Everyone's sleepy? Well, it's time to wake
I'm
up.
sleepy.
It's time for Dungeons and Dragons. Hell yeah. So, welcome to episode 15 of Chronicles of Azoria. Just before we jump into it, as usual, just some quick shout outs. Firstly, please make sure you go follow at Azorianpost on Twitter. All our... brain fart. On Twitter for all the updates, find out when episodes are, find out when we're going live, funny highlights and more at Azorianpost. It should be in the title of the stream right now. If you're not able to watch live all the time, all of our episodes are available on VOD during the day after airing and are accessible both on Twitch and YouTube. Special thanks to Antti, Martikainen and Michael Ghelfi for providing their music for Twitch streamers. Make sure you go check out their stuff. Links are not in the chat, but they will be when I post them manually because our bots are still having issues. But, so we can focus more on the game and the roleplay. We won't be reading chat throughout the cast. We might dabble in there during breaks and stuff like that and see how you're all feeling. However, please feel free to follow the cast on Twitch and Twitter. And I'll post their links as well, or everyone just go type in chat now from the cast, and then you can go click on their names and make it super easy, and you can go follow them there. And I'm sure they'll be happy to answer any questions or talk general D&D-ness in their Discords and on their Twitter. Also, we have a new recap video out. Thank you, Tim, if you're still in the chat. It's covering episodes 6 to 10. And since it's episode 15, we'll be able to work on the next one too. So yeah, check that out. Links are all in my Discord, discord.gg/Apollos. So, with that out of the way, let's recap where we left our adventures last time. So, after a few hard weeks, the group took to fresh beds, warm food of the Flickering Lantern Inn within the capital of Troston. In an effort to raise funds for the next leg of the journey, the group decide what items they need to keep, what they need to sell, as well as set out to search, sell information that they have gained, such as the Underdark information. Throughout their travels, they heard a city crier telling them the latest news about the warfront to the east, also about a 10 p.m. curfew. And the group met some very interesting shopkeepers. They left some samples of the roots they had collected with an eccentric old herbalist of the Wise Growth shop, sold information to the library, and after a very back and forth discussion about the morality of things, after a long day, they decided to go back to their tavern room. Akis, being of the curious mind, grabbed the skull-adorned jar during inventory that they found in the chained-up temple of Bane and Mercule and opened it. A blinding light hit everyone, and only a few of you being able to resist it, leaving the others temporarily blind as this celestial angel figure, standing around 9 feet tall, confused because he's from an age-long past. Ariel stood there amongst you mortals. Rekindling the blade of his greatsword, he slowly learned of the situation from the group, and they revealed everything to him. They didn't hold anything back. He provided them with some information about the crystal artifact that you carry, calling it an Azora shard, and from the deep darkness within. And information on the deep darkness within Akis before leaving to explore this new age for himself. So that's where we pick up with everyone. That same evening that you've just saw a celestial, but moments ago, acting fast. When there was a knock on the door asking about what all the commotion was, paying for the damage that he caused on the exit. What would you like to do for the remainder of the evening, everybody?
Well, that was an adventure.
Yeah.
I'll say.
I'm down 10 gold. The fucker owes me 10 gold.
10 gold? What'd you spend 10 gold on? Did you make a bad bet?
No, the window.
The room?
Window is
Well, technically, yeah, you did opening that jar.
Paul, did you remove my gold from my character sheet when they spent it last week?
Yes. I only
Okay,
removed
good. I just
the... Yeah. You should still be there, most of it. Only a
yeah, I
little
have 32 gold, so we're good.
Okay.
2 platinum, it looks like? Ooh. Yeah. I'm a
Still money
wealthy
bags.
girl.
Conversion rate's going strong.
No inflation here. Hey, what should we be doing? What is our next step? Do we have any ideas?
Kind of thinking about retiring from the life of crime, to be honest. Just kidding.
You ready to come over to the
Have we
good
been
side?
doing crime this whole time?
He did
There's been a
destroy
bit
a
of
mountain.
crime.
Could be classed as terrorism in some places.
Eco-terrorism, mostly.
I had no idea.
I'm kind of worried now that this thing is apparently evil inside me.
I mean, that's curable, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Right? Evil.
Yeah,
is
worse
curable?
things have happened to.
So we just
People.
have to find it and kill it, right?
I think you're the cleric.
Yeah.
You're the one who's supposed to like know how to bless people and divine and
Oh, I can
Use-
bless people.
yeah, just bless them every day.
Well,
So that you...
I don't know about purging whatever's got a grasp of their soul.
Purge my inner demon.
That's too much.
I thought that you would just say, purge my innards.
Purge my innards.
You know, there's some peppers for that. Here, California has them.
What's
Call it the
California?
What's California?
I've never heard of Land of California.
Oh.
All right.
Um,
In all seriousness, though, what do we want to do?
well, we've got a couple days because I got to wait for my armor to get finished being forged. And we have, what, a day or more before we have to check in with the herbalist?
Yeah, the herbalist said come back in around 24 hours, and you have like 2 days left on the armor after today. So
Okay.
Could explore the city, like the.
Is it late, or is it just like dinner hour?
no, I think it's about 11 p.m.
We should go to
Okay, well
sleep.
then go sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to go to sleep after being blinded.
Mm.
Yeah, for those that were blinded, which was everyone but Akis and
Bromir.
I think it was Akis and Bromir. Everyone else blinded. You're still like feeling the effects of it. Like your vision's still not completely gone back to normal yet. Kind of a little bit hazy.
Yep, I'm just gonna go to bed. Hopefully my vision is fixed by the morning. Good night.
Can I go downstairs and find if anybody's still drinking and try play some cards and win some money off them?
Sure. Yeah, hell yeah, you can. Hell yeah.
What do I
anyone
roll for that?
Anyone else joining Karaya? First roll me.
We'll join Karaya.
Sure, I can't see very straight, but let's go gamble.
That means like
It seems like the only logical
Yeah.
solution.
If they were leaving
Yeah.
the room, I'd keep an eye over them.
okay. In my best Bromir voice, he'll go down and partake in some drinks.
Yeah, let's get drunk and waste some cash.
All right, so let's change the sound here since you're leaving the comfort of your campfire in your room to a bustling tavern. As you go downstairs, yeah, it's party in full swing. Roll me an investigation check as you're looking for someone playing cards, or are you just looking for someone gambling in general, or are you looking specifically for cards?
Gambling in general, I guess. No, cards. Let's go with cards.
Cards, okay.
What kind of gambling would
I'll
there
also
be?
go with cards, yeah.
It's mostly just dice and cards.
Yeah, let's go with cards.
I got a 20, not dirty.
Dirty 20.
19.
Okay. 19. Yeah, you both kind of hone in on this one table. It's kind of in the seedy, dark corner. And there's two gents. There's 2 empty seats and 2 gents. One human and one kind of halfling. Both look up at you. Ah. Care for a game?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't really know how to play, but sure.
Oh, we'll teach you. It's all good. Take a seat and they kick out.
I
one of
bet
the-
you will.
one of the stools.
That's
Robbie
really
just
somewhere
goes
like
straight to the
watching
bar.
over these.
Okay, you trying to be sneaky as you watch over them, or just perching?
No, I'm just perching up, watching over like a little birdie.
Alright. Roll me a perception check. This will just be an ongoing perception throughout the evening, so
All of us? Or...
No, just a
10.
key, says he's a 10. Okay. You're trying to keep watch over them. You think you're doing a good job. We'll see. It's just for a key, since he said that for the evening, he's just going to watch over and notice things. So
I'd
yeah,
like to stay vigilant as well, despite like potentially grabbing a drink.
Okay. Yeah, if you have one drink, it's fine. Like, if you start chugging them back, then, you know, we'll see. Cry's already done wandering around the last city drunk, I believe.
Yeah, but it had no effect on me, remember?
Did you get stabbed by a guy outside a bar?
No.
Definitely not.
No.
Too drunk to remember that part.
Maybe I was drunk as the DM.
Yeah.
So yeah, you sit down and it's essentially like 3-card poker that they're playing.
Oh, I love 3-card poker IRL, not in character.
Gamble. Gamble responsibly. And the halfling kind of scoots over to you a little bit, Velia, and it's like, oh, we'll play a practice round first, and they kind of go through the loose rules. You can both do an insight check if you'd like. Just for a staple for the campaign, if you ever want to try and insight an NPC, just let me know. Sometimes I'll offer it, but as we progress through the campaign, that's going to be less and less. But if you think I'm chatting
19.
bullshit as an NPC, then ask to do it instead. 19.
6.
6. Okay. Karaya, you kind of catch on that. He's telling you the rules, and he seems to be forthright, but he's... You know this because you're skillful doing stuff. You tell the truth, but also lie at the same time while doing so. So there's elements of like bits that he's missing out of, like, oh, this hand's really good if you get this, blah blah. But then like kind of skirts along the rules a little bit to kind of like throw them off and give them an advantage eventually.
Weird question, DM. I have in my tools, I have a playing card set. So what are the likelihood that I actually know how to play this, but I was just bluffing when I walked up and said that I didn't know?
It's up to you.
That was my intention, was to walk up and pretend like I didn't know, because I'm supposed to be dumb at all times, but I'm really smart.
Yeah, that's fine. You can let me know if you know this, like from your background.
I know how to play this game, Ira, like in character.
Yeah, in character.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yeah, you would pick up on that everything he's telling you is truthful, but he doesn't tell you everything. But you don't think he's malicious in doing that. He's just giving you a quick run.
He's just being quick. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. That's what you pick up on. And he's like, oh, so let's go into a proper game now then. 2 silver buy-in? And
2 silver buy-in, let's go.
Yeah, they put their 2 silvers on the table. And you play around. So just for the sake of this, we'll just roll d20 and we'll play rollies. I'll roll 2 for those guys. You both roll d20, and then we'll just take the highest.
So we're playing dice regardless of what we're playing.
It's D&D, we have dice. I don't have cards to hand, okay?
I'm rolling a d20. Here we go.
Oh, I need to roll D&D Beyond.
I got a 10.
1 second. I don't have D&D Beyond up, so... Not that I trust you guys.
Not one!
No! Right.
Okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
The halfling loses his hand too, and the human takes the pot. 8 silver. It's like,
2 silver down.
It wasn't a good hand that he had, but it was just enough to beat you guys. You want to go in again?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Yeah. So as you're playing through this round, they raise the stakes going forward through the cards. So I'll go through both.
Sorry. How many silvers and a gold?
10.
It automatically do it on D&D Beyond.
You do D&D Beyond, but yeah.
Okay.
So everyone roll. Keep your hands secret because you don't know what you've got, and then this is going to essentially be raising and things like that now. Okay.
Okay.
So the human folds outright. He looks at his hand and just goes, ugh, not a chance. Folds his cards. The halfling raises 2 silver. So the pot is now 4 silver each.
And I had a 10, right?
I don't know. This is the second hand now, so...
Okay, so I just rolled again, so I have an 18.
Don't tell me.
Shit. Okay, well, you're making this real
Playing
confusing.
your character in your life.
I just said, we're playing hidden hands now. So, do you raise it? Do you call or raise?
I raise.
You raise, what 2?
6.
6. Okay. Karaya. You see
Fold.
Velia raise. She folds. Okay.
It's 3, right?
So this was.
You did.
Yeah, yours is 2 silver because you didn't accept the raise. It came back to you.
Okay.
So you just minus 2
Yep.
silver. He
Okay,
looks
no,
at
that's
you.
not gonna work. Wait, that's not gonna work. It doesn't let me remove silver because I
looks
don't
at
have
you.
silver. I only have gold.
Okay, so then just take 1 gold off and give yourself 10 silver.
Okay.
He looks at you, Velia, and tries to judge you, weigh you up a little bit, puts in a little bit more, just to call you. So the pot is now 4 silver from them 2, and 6 from both of you, so 18 silver. And the flop comes out, and you beat him.
Yeah,
up
get
and
18
down.
silver.
Oh, beginner's luck, I guess. Let's raise the
I
stakes a little bit,
celebrate.
and he puts a gold on the table.
I don't know
A
what you very
gold.
intently now.
A gold.
Gold,
That seems a little
yeah.
intense, sir.
Hey, it's just a healthy game. You look wealthy enough.
I look. I mean, you're not wrong. Sure, I'll put in a gold, and I put in a gold.
Okay. Karaya looks over to you.
Okay.
You put in a goal? Okay. Roll, keep him secret. You can roll me another perception check, Keith.
I did, and it was a 6.
Okay.
How do I roll in private on roll 20?
I'm
The
not looking.
little
I'm not
D&D
looking.
bill.
So
arrow.
you can roll normal, but I'm not looking at.
Okay.
D&D Beyond yet. The human again just folds. Oh, his hands are garbage. The halfling smirks slightly, then tries to hide it.
I bounce in my seat excitedly.
Okay, he raises a gold.
Who does it go
Working
to?
and also raising a gold.
I will fold.
Mariah, he looks to you. He's twiddling a coin
Raise.
around in his hands. You raise.
Yeah.
You raise to 3 gold, or calling him?
Nah, calling.
Calling. Okay. The flop comes out, and he wipes out what is essentially the highest deck of Royal Flush. And he's like, "What did you get?" He rolled a 20.
14.
He rolled a 20. He's like, "Oh, better look next time." You want to go again? We can go back down to silver if you want to.
I want to talk to whoever's right next to me, and I want to like be really cute to them and like kind of flirty, and I want to be like, so
That-
like, what are you
that-
doing here?
That would be the halfling guy, because he was
Yeah,
showing
so
you.
I want to kind of be a little flirty to him, and I want to be like, so what are you doing here? Like, what do you do in the city?
You know, a bit of that. He's twirling the gold. He's just running his fingers. A bit of that. You know, we just come here to relax. And I'm a courier of sorts. You know, I get things from A to B. Yeah, nothing interesting. What about you? You look amazing. Like, what are you doing in this place?
Yeah, I am amazing. Oh, I don't know. I just ended up here.
You ended up here?
Yeah.
What do you do for a living?
What an interesting question. I don't think anybody's ever asked me that.
Really?
Yeah. Usually I don't. Well, my whole life, you see, I wasn't really doing anything for a living. But I guess I am now.
You have gold and things like that. You
I mean, I've always
well
had
off?
gold and things like that. No,
You
not
nobility?
anymore.
Can he-
Nudge to the table, just gently, like.
I want to roll an insight check to see why he's asking this.
Yeah, roll insight.
We got an 8, so as far as I can tell, it's friendly conversation, I'm sure.
Perception check, perception or insight?
Insight.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to suss out if he's essentially a fucking thief.
Okay, sure. Yeah, roll an insight check. He, to you, Velia, he seems
17.
okay. To both of you, he seems generally interested. Like he doesn't really speak to too many people that look like nobility in his eyes. So he's generally interested. You don't glean if he is a thief. He doesn't have any telltale signs that he is, but he is curious about the wealth aspect of Velia and potentially upping his status or whatever he does through maybe romancing you or maybe thievery, you don't know. But he's definitely interested in your wealth aspect.
Cool. I'm gonna just keep kind of blathering a little bit while watching him closely.
All right.
And I'm gonna be like, yeah, you see, I was supposed to get married,
Oh, right. Okay.
but I'm not getting married.
What happened? He's kind of generally invested.
Also, I think this Karaya hasn't even heard this story, so I have no idea why
Yeah.
Amelia
I
is
don't
like,
think-
I'm
I don't
like
think
this.
any of the group have. Keith, are
Yeah,
you
so
close enough
she's
to
just
hear?
kind of spilling a
Or-
little bit. Maybe she's had a couple
no,
drinks,
I
and
mean,
that's
I don't
why.
know how far away they are seated, so.
Probably about 40 feet across the room to you. You're just perched up in a corner away from them, but still keeping eyes on.
With 6, I probably wouldn't hear a thing.
It's really just been a grand adventure, you see, because I was supposed to get married, but then I didn't get married. I wonder where he thinks I am. Who cares?
I wonder if he turned up at the altar and you just left him. That would be
No, I didn't leave him at the
crazy.
altar.
He just
As
laughed.
far as I know, we were supposed to meet a couple days before, but, well, you see, I don't know. I shouldn't be telling you this. I shouldn't really be telling anybody this.
I'm sorry. That's fine. I won't tell anyone. Insight check for what?
Yeah, insight check.
If you think you won't tell anyone.
Nat 20.
You,
18.
you think he probably would tell someone if someone asked him about you. But at the moment, there's not enough information to just... He's not going to feed back to someone or anything like that about your...
And with that insight check, I
marriage.
just kind of shut up real fast, and I'm like, I have no idea what just came over me. Why would I? Anyways, let's keep playing cards.
Okay, sure. And they drop the silver back down to normal things, and for the rest of the evening,
Two
if you
silver,
want
yeah.
to, you win hands, you lose hands. They seem quite forthright in how they're playing, and just generally enjoy gambling. We're not going to say out of this engagement that your monetary goes up or down, but you just enjoy a nice night evening playing cards.
We break even.
You break even essentially, apart from losing that gold earlier. Keys, as you're watching them, let me know if you want to do anything different. But you do see that there is some guards that go past there, because you're on like the high street essentially. You do see that there is like a heavy battalion of guards that go past. Roll me another perception check, 'cause you're looking like out of a window.
Oh boy, I can't wait to hit in that one. Close enough. 7, 8 total.
I'll give you advantage just because you are bird person with crazy vision.
Bad person! Bad man! That was almost a nat 20, but it went to a 9 instead.
What is your rolls?
Welcome
you
to
just-
my
you
version
just
of D&D.
see-
Another
which
one
is
of
a
those
bit-
days.
You just see because it's hard to see out the window, but you do see and hear the heavy footfalls of armor outside the window. And it clicks in your head. That's a bit weird, since most of the military should be off fighting. You don't think too much of it, and that's the only thing you really see, other than people just having a good time and relaxing. It's not like a super crazy bar where there's a fight and drinks are flying out. It's just a nice evening essentially. Not too busy, not too crowded. And eventually, one by one, you all find yourselves to sleep or to not sleep. Just let me know if you want to do anything different. Rune, what do? You just go straight to bed?
Oh, I went straight to sleep. Yep.
Bromir stumbles up at like 2 in the morning, eventually, half cut, just collapses in the room, waking you up, Rune. He does.
Just snoring as loud as can be.
And after that, morning eventually finds you all, unless you want to do anything specifically. You all wake up again to that lovely smell of bacon and meat.
Yay, bacon!
And it all wakes you up around 9 in the morning. The bright sun coming towards the end of spring shining through the window. And you all gather one by one downstairs. You kind of gravitate towards the same table you're playing cards since it's free, and enjoying some breakfast. But you're all together again, and what would you like to do?
Not to kidnap today. That'd be my goal.
You tell her about the was it you said battalion of guards just marching past the window?
Yeah, you don't know how many it was, but you just heard the heavy plate full of heavy armor essentially walking past.
Would you make of that room? I mean, this is your area of expertise, right?
What happened?
Yeah, there's just loads of guards, loads of metal clunking.
I mean, middle of wartime, I'd expect people to go in and out frequently, especially in the night.
I don't know. Weird. I mean, is that normal in these big cities? Like, to have loads of metal soldiers walking around? Especially at that time of night.
Did it sound like armor, or did it sound like...
Yeah, armor, like, heavy.
Okay.
You know that normal guards wouldn't wear full plate armor, just something like just chainmail and things like that.
Yeah.
So, like what you used to wear, but heavier.
Yeah.
I think we should probably go check out what's going on. Might be some gold in it for us.
Yeah.
Or we should generally see if we can make a pretty coin anywhere around this town.
In
Yeah.
general, we should look for work. Because last night I got asked what I do for a living, and I have no idea what I do for a living.
Kill people for a living.
Do I?
Yeah.
Really?
You kill bad people. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
we kill
man.
bad people for a living.
Only
killed
bad
all-
people, right? We don't
Yeah.
kill good people. Okay, I'm
I
okay with
mean,
As far as we
there was
know.
the
that. No,
bandits.
don't ruin my illusion.
The mountain was bad, so we destroyed it.
Obviously, it has
Yeah,
a great evil in it.
you killed the mountain.
I
You
did.
specifically.
I am a mountain
You
slayer.
specifically-
Oh my god, that's what I do for a living, is I take
mean,
down mountains.
You are the one that collected the thing, and then the rubble happened.
Destroyed everything.
Wait, maybe I'm just an No, what's the right word for this? Am I a mountain robber? No, there's gotta be a better term than robber, right? Like something more elegant. Reliever of the mountain's burdens.
Your
The
contract.
breaker of mountains chains. There we
Yeah,
go.
there we go. I'm the
I
breaker.
mean,
of
there was
mountains.
chains in that place, right? So
Yeah, I'm keeping this one. Somebody asks what I do for a living next. That's what I'm gonna say.
What do you do for a living?
I break mountain chains.
What are mountain chains?
Chains that hold mountains.
Like to the ground or in the air?
Look, man, you don't want the answer to this unless you want to break your mountain chains.
I look down. I'm not wearing any chains, am I?
You see just
mean,
a
if you
random
ask
guy
in the right
walking
place,
past with an
someone might be
ale
in
and he
there.
just overhears, what do you do for a living? I break mountain chains. He's like, what? Carries on.
yeah, we should definitely look for work.
All right, well, let's go to the city map.
Yeah. I mean, got a couple days.
You guys are currently El Doodle.
You have Velia's face over my face.
Oh, 1 second. I'll fix that. There we go. You are currently around here in the Flickering Lantern Tavern, just off the main street. Where would you like to go? I'll also mark the blacksmith. The blacksmith is around here, and the herb
What's here?
shop was here.
What's
I wanted
this?
to go to I wanted to spend time at the blacksmith.
You don't
He said
know?
I could use his forge.
Oh, actually, Bromius goes up and he says, "Oh yeah, there's like a." I asked around. There's like a fighting guild over there, but there's nothing going on. I was interested if there was any fights going around, and apparently they've all been cancelled because of this fucking war.
We can go up to like a military barracks and ask if anyone's dueling. Take on some soldiers.
Well, all the
Good practice
soldiers
for
be in the
Take
battle
on some
lines.
soldiers.
I mean, they'd have to be training them somewhere.
True, new recruits, I guess, maybe.
I'd like to check out the noble district.
Rich noble district. So these are the really rich nobles. You
Well,
see.
I actually would like to check out the castle itself, but I'm guessing that I can't just waltz into it during wartime.
So
yeah,
I'll
I just realized where we are.
Yeah, you're the capital
Sorry.
city.
No, we're backstory
Hmm?
where we are. My brother sold
Yeah.
sold information about my home country here and got executed for it. Oh fuck. Okay. Thank you. While
Just a little
gambling.
law drop there.
Wait,
from,
what? Say that again.
Is that in character?
I mean,
or?
No, it was not in character. That was out of character.
Okay.
That was for my.
So
that
I'm
was
just
for
going
my
to draw
video.
a line where you guys have roughly explored. So you guys have roughly gone through the market here, and you've been to the library. So you're only really aware of those main bits. Now, these walls that run along adjacent in this city, corner off various districts, they are high walls. However, this mountain region stands overlooking them all, and you can see even from the main road over here, the amount of elevation it has going up on this mountain ridge where the top of the castle is. You can see the top of the castle, and you can see the various manor type houses of the rich nobility that line around it. But there is also other various, like, there's obviously less wealthy districts and mid-tier nobility districts as well. Yeah. Just for a quick pointer of like roughly where you guys have been. You guys have been in this area.
Should we check out this area down here?
You can go wherever you want to. It's Dungeons and Dragons. So let me know if you're looking for anything specific. But,
Work.
work.
I am going to go to Hazard
Chronicles.
and I'm going to spend the day working at the blacksmith.
All right. Yeah. So Rune had an agreement that he was going to use the blacksmith anvil there, and they agreed that. So he's roughly where this cross is now. Let me spawn your tokens in, since we might do some splitting up.
Will I be a stoic?
I want to kick about for anything that looks like an adventurers guild.
I am not a stoic. Great.
Told you I fixed it.
Yeah, good job, man. Like a professional DM. You're great.
So who's going with Hugh? Are you guys going to travel together?
I'd be travelling with people, so for instance, it's got a nice ring to it, then I'd be with everyone else.
Yeah.
I want to go
Rune's-
try and figure out where the magic guild is.
Do you want me to make you guys anything while I'm there? Anything odd?
No, I'm good. I think.
Otherwise, I'll just do my own thing.
I mean,
Get a little dagger, like just a nice pointy one that's concealable.
we need to keep training with this shield anyway, so I know we can do that at some point.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. We can do that later.
Is this the another rich district, or?
You don't know.
Preferably
You don't
no
actually
arrows
have
time.
this map of the city, so that's why I draw out what
Okay.
you see. So essentially, all you've seen
Well,
is this wall that runs out and blocks it off.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm gonna go and explore the city aimlessly, just to know where stuff is.
Well, just move your token
I mean,
to
that's
where
an
you
aim.
want to explore first, and then we can see what you see on the way there. All right. From here, just follow on around. So as you wander through the city, you find that there is no gate apart from going back on the main road and going essentially this way. And then you go through a checkpointed area that leads into like a similar district to the one that you've in. But at the edge of this district, as you're walking down to this bit, you do see that there's an elevated area where it's got a few like nice faunas and some maybe rich people houses, like manor type houses, but not fully like nobility. You don't know what their purpose is, but you do see that there is like a Colosseum type structure. A smaller one, to the one that you've seen up here when you visited the library. That one's huge. But you do see that there is a small like theatre / Colosseum area just off the woodlands there, just towering above the trees slightly. And Bromy's like, yeah, this is where, I asked someone, I think this is where like the potential adventuring guilds are, and they host like tournaments, but yeah, the person said there is nothing on, so he goes out and checks that area.
Maybe we should go. Maybe we should go. I don't know. Register with the Adventurers Guild. Maybe they've got some work for us.
All right.
What do you think, squad?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
So you come
Off to the
like,
Adventurers Guild.
the edge of the Colosseum, and there's like some pop-up tents. There's people like mingling, different types, a wide variety of different races. No elves though, from what you see, or at least from visual appearance straight away. But you see the odd dragonborn, the odd Tabari, some gnomes, some halflings, some dwarves, humans, lots of humans. Some practicing, some just sparring, some just chilling, drinking, talking. And then you see like a saloon-style door, and people frequently going in and out and coming out with pieces of parchment. That's not too far away from the Colosseum, but the Colosseum gates are actually locked shut, and it looks closed up, like there's no event on or anything like that at the moment. What do you want to do?
But the place where people keep coming out, that's probably worth a check, right?
Right to the saloon.
Yeah,
The saloon.
you go in, the doors creak as you go in, and it's quite busy in here, like busier than the tavern you've just come from at least. And it is like kind of a makeshift tavern on like one side, and then on like the other side you have like a giant board with pieces of parchment hanging from it, portraits of people you don't recognize, and like a desk with 2 people stood behind it that seem to be talking to people that are lining up in like a queue kind of fashion. What do you want to do? People
Line up in the queue.
As the doors open, there is like kind of a few people that turn heads and clock you guys coming in, pause for a moment, and then just go back to doing whatever they're doing.
I'm gonna roll an insight check to get a feel for who's who, if there's anyone interesting.
Okay.
Or
Roll me a perception check.
Or that's kind of perception. Okay. That was great. That was a nat 1 with a +3, so 4.
Oh, you guys
I'll
are
also roll a
rolling.
perception check.
Yeah, what are you looking for specifically?
23. I'm looking to see if anybody's talking about anything, and if I can read their lips.
Sure. With a 23 as well. Some of the heads that you turned, and as they turn it back, they don't fully turn back away from you. Go back to talking. It's like, and you over here. What's with all the military presence recently? Aren't they fighting a war front? Yeah, it's a bit strange. We've not really had many jobs come through here lately either. They're definitely keeping something secret. I've seen them do this before. But who knows what it is. I don't have any people on the inside. Found out the goings on.
I lean over to Karaya, and I'm like, I don't think we're getting any jobs here. And I whisper that as quietly as I can.
Okay.
And
I'm
I'm gonna
gonna
whisper. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm gonna nod and go straight to the front of the line. And
Just bypassing the
ask
other
whoever-
people.
Yeah, just you know, do my thing, do my Karaya thing.
So like mid conversation, the person who's attending to someone else, you walk past the queue and everyone turns in the queue and looks at you with like evils, essentially like.
I just smile at them like really.
The clerk
sweetly.
or the attendant, whoever's dealing with persons halfway through the conversation, is like, unfortunately for your caliber, we don't have it. Hello?
Hello. Is there any point for us to stand in this queue? We're quite We're quite experienced adventurers just passing through the city. We're not sure if there's any our caliber of work even going around here.
Roll me a persuasion check. A disadvantage.
Great. This is gonna go great.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you can
19.
roll
A disadvantage, so roll again.
Oh, Jesus.
well. Here comes the one.
19.
Damn. Okay. He looks at you.
Matt's
His
eyelashes.
appearance suddenly changes. He's like, sorry, we don't have anything currently for you. That's to the other person. And he immediately shifts his attention over to you, and he's like, madam, yes, we might have some work. What are you currently interested in? A lot of our work currently is centered around the war, as we've been handed down from the military here. But is there anything in particular your skills excelling? I don't want to presume.
Oh, plenty of things. What are your highest paying jobs?
Fighting on the front line is what mercenary bands and big adventurer groups are doing right now. That can pay different range of duties depending on if you want to be in the vanguard or if you run supplies, for instance. It depends again.
Running supplies to the front lines. Is this what the Adventure Guild is?
No, you can fight on the front lines. I just don't know your skill set. We don't have you on the books. I mean, I don't recognize you. I'm sorry if you are on our books. I probably should ask that first. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna sidle up to her, and I'm gonna lean against her just while I wait for her to reply.
Sorry, what was that?
What are you gonna say? Like, I'm leaning up against you while you reply. Like, I'm just like sidling up to you.
All right. Anything more? How do I put this? More interesting than straight up mercenary work? A little more investigative, perhaps. A little more out there.
And
and I'm gonna like lower my voice and be like, we may or may have not just returned from the under.
I'm assuming I can hear this conversation going on, so I'm just going to pipe up and say, more local.
And as they're doing this, I want to look around again, DM, and see if I can read anybody's lips.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
I'm gonna be like, what a bitch.
18.
Okay, we'll come back to that in a second. Roll me another persuasion check. Lower DC than this one, just because of how you're playing this Karaya.
Persuasion, yeah?
Yeah.
A disadvantage or?
No, just normal persuasion, yeah.
Fuck, 9.
It wasn't a terribly high DC. We might have something that came in today, although it's something that needs to be very kept close to the chest.
Ooh, sounds thrilling.
It can be local, but it could go further. But it's time dependent, so you'd have to be ready to leave today.
How local are we talking?
It's an investigative job, so it could take you around the city, it could take you further. I don't know. Is this your
Pay.
group? I can't tell you much more without going into private quarters, just due to the nature of the job.
All right, let's go.
All right, and she ushers your group, apart from Rune, who's hitting away at an anvil, into like a side room, and the door is shut.
What did I learn from my?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you hear a lot of disgruntled people in the queue. First of all, like, who the fuck are these guys pushing in? Who the fuck do they think they are? I'm gonna find out who they are. Like, some of the people like are really pissed. And then you actually overhear someone eavesdropping on your conversation with the clerk. Like, those guys just got a special job. I wonder what it is. I wonder what it pays. And he's talking to another person.
What do they look like?
The person you're reading lips is a blonde human, probably about 2021. Has a great sword on his back, wearing chainmail. The other person you can't really make out. He's wearing a cloak.
Okay, as we get into the private room, I'm gonna be like, we're really good at investigation, by the way, like really good at it. So you should be aware that the blonde guy with the greatsword and the chainmail and like high and 21 or so, yeah, he heard the whole thing. So like, he's probably gonna,
Fuck.
yeah.
I'll deal with that after. Thank you for letting me know. All right, please take a seat. What do you all go by? Is there more of you, or is it just you four? Brommy is like,
There's one more.
Brommy goes, there's more of us, and then you all talk. He's like, yeah, one.
Nice, very smooth.
Okay, and
Out of character. We're a tight-knit group of professionals.
what is your group called? I don't think I've ever seen you around these parts before. So, are you famous? You hold yourselves well. At least this one, and she gestures towards Karaya.
Yeah, Cry, why don't you let them know our group name?
You come into
What is our group name? Was it, what was it? Sorry, it's out of character. What was it? Mountain Breakers or some shit?
I mean, we can be the Breaker of Mountain Chains, sure,
Breaker
why
of
not?
Mountain, yeah.
Breaker of Mountains. We're the Mountain
Chain.
Breakers. We're the Mountain Breakers. I like it. That's us.
So what do you say? She's looking at you.
Pebble tossers.
Pebble
I'm not there, so I can't chime in.
Naming
the-
a D&D group, folks.
Yeah.
It's always fun. You go
So
to
much
an
fun.
adventuring guild, they're gonna ask what your party's called.
Oh my god, I don't know. Jesus. Breaker.
As she's fumbling, I like lean up and I go like
Yeah.
this. And I look at you, Karaya, as if to indicate that you should slam your hand down on my fake mountain hands. Like we're doing a hand signal. Like, yeah.
Boom.
She does that and I break it apart and I go, we're the Mountain Breakers. Like that was the most slick thing that I could have ever done.
Roll me
And
a
I do it with full
persuasion
confidence.
check. It was at disadvantage, but now it's just a straight roll due to the kind of save.
17.
17. She sees the fumbling. She's like, okay, it's a cute routine. I've not heard of you, but that doesn't mean
Have you
you're
heard of the mountain
good.
that fell down?
What's that?
I say, have you heard of the mountain that fell down?
Is that you?
No.
Oh,
Why?
no. I don't know, it wasn't us, don't worry about it.
But you just suggested it was. I mean, I can keep a secret.
May
but-
have been. It may have been.
It might not have
Cannot,
been.
we cannot disclose the details of.
There may have been
We
one
are the
of the
Mountain
members in a
Breakers.
group that broke the chains
Bromir
that
goes,
held the mountain down.
there was a dragon under there.
Please tell me that was on that one.
Intimidation.
What did you say? You were really quiet, by the way.
Who?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, I was saying you were the one that were the breaker of chains that was holding the mountain down.
Yeah, that's right.
Drunk.
You didn't do bad. She's like, oh really? What kind of dragon? Like, actually looks like she's semi-buying into it.
Yeah, Bromir, what kind of dragon was it?
You fuckers are really gonna make me roleplay with myself?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
You did this.
It was
SCM.
the one that had no color, right?
No.
I thought it had a color. It was like
It was
colored.
like hard to see because it was underground, but it
And
was
dark.
It really just reflected everything around it, and it was dark,
reflected
so
all
we
the
couldn't
treasure,
see.
but then the treasure
Yeah.
got buried. Yeah, it was one of those red ones. Yeah, he was definitely red. I'm pretty
Was it
sure.
red? Are you sure?
I mean, I'm colorblind, so I don't know. It may have been red. It could have been blue.
At least his blood was red. She's like, right, okay. If you are indeed dragon slayers, then Yes. And you are good at investigating, then this might be a job for you, but you need to keep it completely secret.
We're really good at secrets.
Yeah.
You got it.
We're really good at
Roll
secrets.
me a deception or a persuasion check.
Are we not good at
you
secrets?
good at secrets?
9 persuasion from me.
6 deception from me.
Pariah, it's all on you.
$19.
19.
Listen, I think DBR might be against me or something because my rolls are just awful. I need to find my die.
Find your dice.
Must be it.
It's been a couple weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Andy Beyond is
Now
rusty.
She's like, she seems. She'll roll an insight. We'll see. She seems to buy it for the most part. She's like, all right. Rumor has it that the princess is missing. None of you are from around here, so I won't let you do a history check. Her name is Amelia Troston. And she's not been seen for a couple of days now. She could be still in the city, or she could be further. We're not aware. Due to the current nature of the war, we don't know if it's related at the moment. And this is just talks between very, very high members of the council, the king, and his committee, as well as the Adventurers Guild, who was only just brought into the conversation yesterday. Which is why
First
you
things
might have
first.
seen. Go on.
Was she perchance what side did she stand on? For the war, against the war, ambivalent?
I am not privy to the inners of royalty. We don't have a lot of information to go on right now.
So she didn't have a public position in this. Okay.
Not a public
What does she
one,
look
at
like?
least. She's got short blonde hair, very, very pretty, petite, 5 foot-ish, 17 years old. Actually, no, 5'4", 17 years old. Yeah, looks like pure nobility. Usually wears a silver tiara, but again, they might have took that off or away. No easily recognizable facial features, at least. But yeah, there's no specific bounty or price put on this yet, but I know the Adventurers Guild will pay well if they were the ones to bring her back. Very, very well.
Is there
Tens of thousands of gold.
perhaps somebody that would have a photo or a drawing of this tiara that she wears?
If you, we won't be able to get, everything's on pretty much lockdown in the big noble district in the castle, where they would have portraits and things like that. But if you go to the library, there'll probably be a book of, the history and the nobility of Troston. You'll be able to find some sort of portrait in there. That's would my first point of call.
Okay, because I can locate object group if I'm familiar with the item.
Okay, just so it's just out of character. Oh wait, no, in character. Okay, I'll head to the library alone. I have a
This
couple
is
of
literally
ideas.
hot off the press news. No one in the city knows. This cannot get out, especially during these times. Especially not
We
to
will be
these lot
discreet.
outside either, because the last thing I want is the entire Adventurers Guild going on a bounty hunt, running around the city causing a muck. We have let 2 other well-trusted groups also know about this.
What are their names in case we run into them? Group name.
Group name. Give me a second.
How many people? Describe them.
So we had to come up with one group name. You've now got to come up with two.
One's called the Blue Moons. They have about 8 or so members, and they all wear bluish robes. And the other's called the Dawn Titans, and they wear armor adorned with sun filigree, and there's about 5 of those. They got this news this morning too, because it's just today. We don't anticipate to tell any other groups, but if any of our other well-esteemed ones come back from the field, then we might let more know, but there's no plans to at the moment. But yeah, work on that. It's a pretty high bounty. It's definitely worth your while, and time is of the essence. We have no immediate leads, just that we know that she's been missing for 48 hours, and she last was seen in the castle. Sorry, I can't.
Can we
give you
get into the
anything more.
castle? Do we have permission to enter the castle based on us
Everything's
taking
locked
this quest?
down, which is why you've heard the curfew news as well, because they're thinking it might have been an incursion. At least that's my thoughts.
So the castle hired the Adventure Guild, but will not provide further information.
They've not hired us. Our guild master was in attendance at the briefing, so to speak, because they're still laying out what they need to do, what's to set in motion if they're going to pull any forces back to deal with this. So we're jumping the gun and seeing if
What
we
does the
can get our
guildmaster
foot
look
forward.
like?
Our guildmaster, he's Regulus. He is an old man, red and blue robes, smokes a pipe. You won't see him around here too often, but he's the one that liaises with the nobility on our behalf, at least for the most part.
Where can we potentially find him if we have more questions?
You can go through me. I can get a message to him. I'll be a handler for this, essentially.
Okay, it would be.
What is your name?
My name is... 1 second. Check my notes.
Let me just Google my name.
Peter. I'm so prepared.
You're doing great.
While this whole conversation's going on, I just want to press my ear against the door. Does it sound like there's any scuffling close by the door? Does it sound like
Roll
anyone's
me a
listening?
perception check.
I should have used my physical
Also,
dice.
did you
I don't know
notice
why I
you
even
can take
bothered to
notes?
do that. That's
My
a 10.
name is Nina.
I'm gonna sneak to the door while you guys are chatting and just rapidly open it to see if anybody's there.
Okay, so
Just quietly walk
this kind
over.
of nullifies the perception check, but no one seems to be there.
Okay, cool.
I say, great, thank you so much. And I lead the group to I gotta pull the group to walk out. And as I walk out, I loudly say, well, what I've learned is that we need some sort of signal to identify us as the mountain breakers so that others know who we are.
I'm just changing my headset back.
Yeah.
Carry on though.
Pretty surprised to find out that all these other groups wear a goddamn uniform.
Yeah, we need mountain breaker uniforms, y'all.
I don't think we need mountain breaker
I don't
uniforms.
think we need a uniform.
Speak for yourself. And
No one
Well,
likes a
I-
uniform, Velia.
What would a mountain breaker
An idea.
uniform look like?
I have a plan. I'm gonna talk to Apollos about it. It's a surprise I'm gonna get for all of you.
I have an
Because
idea.
I could just make myself look like whatever that uniform is that you had an idea.
Shh. Let me have my idea, okay?
Okay.
I have an idea that I can share with Velia privately. Just
Give it to me.
Yes.
I'm gonna give it to you too.
Secret.
Secrets.
Secrets.
Oh yeah, secrets. Ooh.
Okay, so you all leave the room. You do notice, because it's pretty clear, that the blonde person in the hooded figure is no longer in this room anymore.
Okay.
God, Velia's
Sorry.
face. What are you
DM
guys
lols.
typing?
Nothing.
Chat, I don't like this. The players are conspiring.
Yeah.
Shallow, my friend.
That's true.
Okay,
Keep it
so I
secret.
think first stop. Okay, let's. Is there anywhere we can talk quietly? Let's probably
We need
leave
to
the
go back to our
adventurers
room.
guild.
Not in this area.
Eh.
Everyone seems to be intermingled and everything like that in this area. But yeah, you do notice on the way out that the blonde individual and the hooded figure are not here anymore.
Interesting.
And everything else is just carrying on as it was. But yeah, the further you walk away towards like the foresty area down here, you can grab a minute sitting by a tree or something like that where there's no one immediately at you. Poor Rune's just slaving away at an anvil. Has no idea.
I am swinging with purpose. I have plans.
Everyone's got plans. I want to know these plans. I am the only one with plans usually. But yeah, you find a quiet corner next to the tree on the way out.
Perfect. That's a good call, Blood.
I know. Right. Oh, great DM. Where can we get a more detailed map of like businesses around the city?
Businesses around the city. I mean, if you want to get a
Yes,
map of the
various
city,
businesses.
there's plenty of people selling just normal maps of the city, but not ones with like detailed businesses, because there's hundreds and thousands of pop-up shops and stalls and things like that. So you'd be hard to find one that has every single blacksmith and herbalist and trader located. But
I just want the jewelers.
the jewelers, I mean, the best time to find jewelers is like word of mouth. I'm just exploring, honestly. But if you wanted to find like the ones that were specifically on record of being prestigious jewelers, the ones that you would find in nobility districts that have like vast wealth in shops, then you'd probably be best off going to a place that's near the library, which is like it's like a city hall, so to speak, where they keep records of buildings and planning agreements and that kind of thing.
And pawn shops.
Everywhere. Pawn shops will be too far wide. Jewelers are a little bit more prestigious, especially the ones that are not like pop-up tents, so to speak. But pawn shops will just be quick cash grabs for the most part. Most of them are probably unregistered.
Okay. All right. Well, first step then libraries to find out who we're looking for, and
Probably is like, should we go grab Rune and tell him about this? It seems
Yeah,
pretty
we should
big.
probably grab Rin. Probably.
sure. We need a plan of action. And the reason I'm going to the library alone, Velia, is because I blatantly said that we lost half of our party investigating the Underdark. So they shouldn't see you.
Okay, but you need to grab me the drawing then, so that I can identify the
Yeah, of
object.
course.
Because I can't do that unless you tear that drawing out, basically.
Can you turn
Or make a
yourself
copy.
into
I can be
into-
invisible.
I'm not sure if that's gonna
I can
work.
also
Who was with me
disguise
in the
myself.
library? I think Rune was with me in the library. Can you disguise
Rune
yourself as Rune?
weren't it?
I certainly can. I cast disguise self and turn myself into Rune.
Okay, cool. Nailed it.
Alley. We're just in the middle.
Might be a
No. We're going back to the thing, but we're just chatting very quietly. All right.
Okay. You find that you can't make your way through this gate anyway, because they're not allowing anyone through this gate to the big noble district, so you have to backtrack all the way this way anyway,
All right.
which would lead you past Rune to get to the library. So you all approach the rings of hammers hitting steel and iron, and you see Rune there chatting with his fellow dwarven blacksmiths. Got a nice ring to it, smithy. As you approach Rune, you see your party approaching.
Hey, Rune, how's my dagger going?
Turn. I haven't started yet. I'm just finishing my piece,
How's it going?
and it's going good. I think I finished for the most part, or at least for now, a remembrance piece for my brother. If you'd like, Apollos, you can share those images that I put on Discord.
Yeah, you can do it. Oh, you mean on stream?
On stream, yeah.
Sure thing. Give me a second. Discord's gonna go wonky.
Extremely rough sketches.
I might be able to do it like this. 1 second, chat.
I am no artist.
Hey, Rune, as soon as you're helping these with that armor, do you reckon you could have that ready within the next day?
What's that?
Do you reckon you could have that armor ready within the next day?
Well, I'm not
There
the
we
one
go.
making the armor. The master smith here is.
Could we ask him to rush it, perhaps?
Yeah, if we can, I don't know, expedite it, if we can give him some extra gold or something, we've got something that's come up that we're going to need you for. We can't really talk about it here.
You see that he's been working on your armor set the entire time you've been there, so he's already pushed it towards the top because he's never worked with this material before and he's excited to do so. So he kind of just pushed it forward for free. But you can ask him.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got like 80 gold I can put towards any, if it needs to be expedited, I can put 80 gold towards it to cover any costs.
So do you ask
That's a
him?
very nice offer of
Yeah,
you.
I can ask him, yeah.
He's hammering away at what looks to be long. So he's like, "What's up, brother?"
Hey,
I assume Rune's there with you too.
yeah, the armor you're working on for Rune,
Oh yeah.
is there any way we
down
can,
over there. I've got to do the next pieces in a second.
if we put some extra gold in, like I've got an extra 80 gold, is there any way we can just expedite it?
I've been working on it throughout the day. There's no way I can speed it up unless I work through the night. And
Yeah, let the man work. He's a master smith. He'll make it perfect. I mean, you can't rush mastercraft.
for some extra gold, if you want to work throughout the night in Rune, you want to be my assistant for it, then I might be able to speed it up to get it midday tomorrow. But
I mean, I'm not
he
great with
sighs heavily.
I
I'm
can
gonna have to
help.
work through the night.
I mean, what's
I'll help.
what's the rush case?
There is a rush, and that's all.
There
I'll
is
say.
a rush. Something has come up. We've got some work. We've been asked not to mention anything about it, so we'll talk about it when we're not around. Beg your pardon, other ears.
No offense taken. He hauls the armor over and starts getting back to like doing the links on it.
Listen, I'll sit here and if you want to get sleep, I'll sit here and I'll work on it throughout the night with Alexis. I don't know what help I'd be, but
Do you have any smithing expertise?
no.
Not a lot. He just laughs.
Yeah, definitely. I'll help you out. Whatever you need. Can I get a piece of the? What do you need me to do? I mean, I can be your assistant.
Well, if we're doing this, call it an extra 150 gold. And yeah, we'll work through the night and get it ready by at least 12 tomorrow.
Has anyone got 70 gold?
I have.
It's on you. You got the money.
I've got 80. I need an extra 70.
You need extra 70?
Yeah.
I have 142. I can give you 70.
I owe you an extra 70 then.
Yep.
And
Cool.
Rune, I'm gonna need you here to help out. And you've already seen bits he's been doing, so you can probably take over some of it, like the little easy time-consuming bits as he works on the main parts of the armor, like bending the plates and the scales and things like that. So.
Is there like a scrap piece that I can work on that won't damage the efforts on the armor? That way I know.
Yeah,
how
so
to
essentially he's
properly-
just going to get you to do like the chain links and things like that, the bits that are quite easy to do but quite time consuming.
Okay.
And he's showing you how to do simple ones like that before anyway, so it'll take an hour out, show you how to do it properly for this armor set, tell you how many he needs, and then he'll just basically jigsaw it together while working on the main bits. That takes a lot more expert hand to use, so.
Okay. All right. Sure.
Yeah. If you need an hour, go have an hour. Then make sure you're back here in an hour at least, and we'll burn the midnight oil.
Okay.
He takes the gold from you guys. All right. So you got an hour free if you want it.
I shake his big meaty blacksmith hand.
It's just covered in like various different metal fragments and coal.
Rune does not care. He's a handshake from one craftsman to another.
Oh yeah. We have a free hour at least if you want to join the group to check anything out while you got an hour.
Let me see what's actually come up.
He's still gonna take his lunch break. You're not gonna deter a dwarf away from his food. So.
No. In fact, I'll probably bring some back with me.
So, if you want to find like somewhere quiet, I can fill you in. I've got an ability I can use where I can relay information, and I mean you will know what's being said.
Okay. Let's go back to our rooms. Stuff that
when we're in the street, I'd like to see if we're being followed.
Roll me a perception check.
Fancy.
Is this on the way back to the tavern? You said you're going back to the tavern? Okay.
Yeah. It's a shit perception check, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
9. Everything looks as busy and crazy as normal. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary, at least.
Okay. Back to the tavern we go!
Off we go.
When we get back to the tavern, I'm just going to be constantly casting a message so that only Room can hear what I'm saying.
Just literally constantly over and over. Okay.
It's a cantrip, so I do it at will constantly.
Yeah. You fill Rune in and all the details. Yeah. Cool. You all notice that there is like arcane glyphs and little magical essences coming from a keys every like 30 seconds or so. Probably like 10 or so times. And people do because you have to still cast the spell, people are still looking over it like, oh, that's weird. Not too batting an eyelid, but taking interest at least.
Yeah.
All right, and you make it back to the tavern. Your room is still available. Are you paying for an extra night here, or are you just using the day?
Extra night.
Yeah.
Definitely an extra night.
I'm gonna be awake all night.
So that's an extra 2 gold for both the rooms. You see that
I'll get it.
See, there's a maid in there, just like doing the bedding and the pillows as you all bust in. She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm nearly finished." And she kind of just grabs a cleaning kit or whatever and goes out.
Thank you.
2 gold, right?
2 gold for both the rooms.
Bye.
Yeah, 1 gold each. Yeah.
Okay. Another perception check.
What are you gonna
I'm
try
looking for literally
looking out the window, or?
anything suspicious. Yeah, everything and anything, just like a
So,
check for traps.
So while you've been out, the window has been like boarded up where the angel had smashed through it. But yeah, if you want to...
No sight.
At least we got the same room. We don't have to worry about it, being broken anymore.
Ruin another room.
Yeah.
Well, you're just basically renewing the booking, so they've not swapped your rooms or anything like that.
I've got an idea.
What did you roll for perception in? You guys rolling really bad.
Yeah.
4.
So,
buy some dice. D&D Beyond is killing you guys. He's actually
I've got my metal dice.
gonna kill you one day.
I got an 18 with my perception.
You look out the...
Hey chat, if anybody wants to buy me some dice.
My first roll was an 18, so yeah, I'm using my metal dice.
You look out the window and things like that. You don't really see... You peer out the broken slats. You don't really see anyone on rooftops or anything like that. But you're in the room and private. So you think?
Is there like a random chair in one of the rooms?
Yeah, you'll have like some seating in the rooms and some beds. Yeah.
So if you guys are gonna be sleeping in different rooms, I can literally just set up a chair and just sit in the hallway and just watch. That way you can rest easy.
Well, it's still only like, I would say it's like 1 in the afternoon at this point. Once you've been to the Adventure Guild and back and picked up Rune, so.
Just for when we go to sleep tonight.
So everyone was like, "What are we doing back here?"
Hey, real quick, what would I need to be rolling for my smithing stuff?
What are you trying to smith? The mementos and things, I wouldn't say you need to roll for that because that's just like really personal and things like that. But if you're trying to craft a dagger or something like that, then it should be a proficiency. Are you you're proficient, right?
Yeah, I'm proficient. Yep. I have shit strength, but
Yeah, it would be strength.
I imagine it would be strength.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Smithing doesn't require a lot of strength.
I'll let you do strength or dex.
Okay. I've made a couple things, but
Okay, yeah, you can let me know after, or we can do that after. That's fine.
So Karaya told the person at the library that some of us are dead.
yes.
So it's better that we all wait here
Doesn't
and
feel to be dead.
Karaya, I think Vidia.
Well, technically, if we had half of a party, we could have been a party of 10 before.
Yeah, no, they remembered us.
Okay, so I'm Rune.
No, you're Vilia.
No, I can't be Velia because I need to go to the library with her.
Velia is dead in the eyes of the scholars.
You're the skies. That doesn't change your height, right? So you're just gonna be like a really tall, bearded dwarf.
Oh fuck. Okay.
How tall are you?
I'm tall.
You're like really tall, right?
I am really short. I am 4'10".
Brommy is like, well, we could split up. One of us needs to check on the herbalist anyway.
Actually, I'm 5'2". I'm pretty short.
Short.
It'd be close.
When you get away with that.
Be slightly noticeable. 4 inches. Doesn't disguise stuff give you like a little bit of a leeway on the?
As disguise self, I can put boots on me that look like they have high heels, so that people think that he's wearing heels.
Yeah, it's just an illusion. It doesn't really change the height or anything like that. It works better going down for like smaller people than it does going up.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna put boots on that have a high heel.
Sure.
Like warrior boots. No, I'm not actually wearing them. I'm illusioning my actual boots to look like they have a heel. So that it looks like Bromir Rune is wearing.
Do whatever you want. I am not in it.
Hey, Rune, I never knew you
recommend strategy.
stilts.
If you don't recommend the strategy, that's fair.
You've grown
You can
4
also
inches.
you can also magic yourself. Wait,
Invisible.
how do I check my
Invisible.
height?
Brommy's like, it's the library. There's gonna be loads of people. We might not even get the same attendant as we had yesterday. So.
I'm just gonna go invisible. It's fine.
Yeah.
How do I
works.
check my height?
It's under your description.
Who went to the herbalist shop yesterday?
Oh, that was me, Vidia, and
Yeah, I went too.
was it Rune?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we still have that sample we need to go check on.
Yeah.
We have so much to do.
Alright, yeah, I guess I'll go do that while you guys are doing the library stuff. I don't know if it's someone else. Oh, Rune's gonna be busy.
I have to go to the library with Blood Buffy, so.
Well, yeah, Blood Buffy and Karaya can go to the library, and Akis and Rune. Rune and Bromir can still go to the herbalist shop. Because Rune's got an hour, essentially. Like, break time.
I'm doing lunch. I'm doing lunch and I'm going straight back.
Okay. Well, Bromir's like, I'll go with you, Akis.
Alright, we'll go check on the herbalist.
Okay. First things first, though. We have limited time on this hot lead of this thing we're looking into. I'm assuming you've been filled in now mentally. Okay, closest thing to a princess we have, wink wink. What would you do in that situation?
What did I do in that situation?
What would you do in that situation? In the situation of potentially running away.
Wait, is Velia a princess? What's going on?
No, not a princess.
You're a
Oh my God.
princess?
No.
No, but she's definitely rich. So people would look for her, right? What would you do?
People are looking for you?
Who's looking for you?
Probably just getting the wrong end of the stick. here.
Velia's like
What?
blanching right now. Velia's like blanching. Like her face is visibly paling.
What?
Because you're describing something way too close to her actual reality right now, and like she's like struggling, and she's like,
I'm kind of
well,
aware, but also I'm trying not to like put you on
What
the
I
spot.
would do is run away, and I would go to a different country if slavers didn't capture me.
You got... Oh yeah, we got captured. Wait.
Wait, that's right.
So
We didn't
long
get captured by
ago, I mean-
slavers.
Just assuming that somebody nefarious didn't capture me on my way running away, I would run as far as I could to somewhere where nobody knew me.
Did you run away to somewhere where people didn't know you?
You guys know me. What do you mean?
Are you not from this country?
Man.
If I were nobility of an age of 17, I'd probably...
Well, what I would start with is finding out if she had an arranged marriage or not. Because if she did, and she didn't want to marry said person, that would indicate that she ran away. So we should probably find out more about what her situation was to figure out if she ran away or not.
How do we
Was
find
she
out?
happy at home? Was she allowed to study magic? Was she forbidden from studying magic? These are all good questions.
Oh. Hold up. DM.
Okay, yeah. Hello.
I'm DMing the DM.
I'll get my phone out.
So we're trying to find this person, yes?
Yeah, the significant individual, the 17-year-old. Honestly, I don't even know where to look. Like, you guys are from big cities, so I'm gonna have to just follow you on this one.
We need to figure out what we need to do is figure out who the princess was to figure out her intentions. If this is malicious, she's gonna have been known to be happy at home or at least presented that. We need to get close to somebody who is close to the princess.
Yeah, that would be the ideal. How do we do that?
Her brother?
Well,
Do you have any family?
right now our only leads we're in private right now, right?
Yeah, you're in your hotel room.
Oh yeah. Our only leads right now are that she wore a silver circlet, which I can cast identify on a piece of jewelry every 100,000 feet and see if I come across a silver circlet, or a silver tiara, but I don't know if that's going to lead us to her or not. And that seems kind of tedious.
We should probably get you on finding out what that thing looks like then, so you can at least start.
Yeah, so that I can actually focus on it versus every single silver tiara within 1,000 feet of me.
Do you have a way to, like, communicate with us over distance, or...?
Do I? You do?
I have a way to communicate in infinite range, essentially, as long as they're on this plane of existence.
Right,
A
'cause I'm-
person I could ask some questions in that case. Right, DM?
What's that?
On this plane, I can have Rune ask something for me, right?
Rune has to be
from my
familiar with the
contact.
person.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What I can do though, and I look at you guys and I can do this. So I don't know, let's see if it can talk to you guys. Hang on.
I have to be familiar with them.
Yeah, if I leave my familiar with you guys, I can communicate to it as long as it's. Hang on.
Because I'm limited to short range, I can...
It's 100 feet. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's 100 feet's not far enough.
But the spell Rune can cast, it's an open dialogue, right? A certain amount of messages, but they get to reply.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
limited amount, 25 words or less, and they can reply, but it has to be a creature to which I am familiar.
Okay, so do it to one of us, maybe.
What?
Never mind. I am confused.
It kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah,
though,
it
'cause
defeats the
needs to
purpose.
be-
You have to be familiar with it.
It used to be one of you two
like,
as well.
Like if we needed to talk to what was his name, the leader of the Claw?
Mina?
Kibo?
Yeah, we needed to send a message to Kibo. I could do that.
So, yeah, Blood Buffy, that what you just sent me, that would probably tie in with Kibo and his guys.
Okay.
It's not like an instant thing, though. You'd have to, like, look for one of them, which you'd be expert in doing if you wanted to seek one of those people out. Get a message to him and then arrange a meet kind of deal and then find the information that way. So it is a little bit more time consuming, but yes, it is an option.
I mean, I guess it's worth looking into regardless. Like seeing if it's been 40 something hours, right? Like 48 hours.
Just under 2 days.
Shit went, yeah, shit went sour. How long is the journey to whatever, the port city?
It depends which one you go into. There, I'll load up the map for you.
Trust.
You have this map.
Port Trustin.
Oh, Port Trustin.
Yeah.
3 days.
No, it's like a week. You were tailing the Bonebridge for like a week. It's a week along the main road. That's like with
And
horses and stuff.
what if it's a single messenger?
Horseback
Like a fast
or...
traveling messenger? Yeah, whichever. Essentially, not us traveling, but getting a message out there as fast as possible and an information back as fast as possible.
If they're riding through the night, then you could probably do the journey there and back in a week. But that's if they're like sleeping for 3 hours, constantly getting exhausted and just burning through. So you have multiple ports in the country. So you have Port Trustin, which you guys are frequenting. You have the big port of Natos, which is like a big free port. Then you got Uslarin, which is where you guys got kidnapped from, and then you got Lasenlo over here.
DM. While we were shopping in the previous session, can I add in some spells that I was shopping for?
Yes, you did go to a magic shop, but it depends on what spells you would like.
I'm looking for clairvoyance.
Clairvoyance, what level is it?
3rd level. Divination.
They're not cheap, I'll let you know.
That's fine. And
roll
possibly
me-
message, which is a 1st level spell. Depending on how expensive.
Message.
Message is a cantrip, sorry.
Yeah. Message you'll be able to get easily enough. Clairvoyance, I need an investigation check because you went down a couple of magic shops.
We got a 12.
Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to on a 12 to find that specific
But I
spell.
did find message.
You did find message, yeah. And message is a cantrip, right? So it'd be like 50 gold for the actual scroll on parchment, but then it'll have the gold cost tied to it to inscribe it into your book.
Thank you.
No worries.
Can you, Velia, make sure you add the spell scroll that I gave you last session to
Which was?
Spell scroll of talk to weapons.
Talk to weapons.
Talk to weapons. Yeah, I'll add that too. And I'll be studying that.
Yep.
Okay, so I will remove it from mine.
Minus
That's an interesting
50,
scroll.
Adding, and then copy it to my
Yep, very
book.
interesting.
Yeah, it's just some random fun items.
Yeah.
So if you were to, I've got a weird hunch that that someone that we're looking for went willingly for some reason, or at least semi-willingly. It's a starting point, I suppose. If you can see this item that this person's wearing, if it was destroyed, would you be able to still locate it?
I believe
Like
so.
if it was like
Yeah.
melted down or
I'm
something.
reading about it. As long as I've seen it up closer than 30 feet at least once, so I had to have seen it. It can't be a drawing, actually.
It can be a drawing.
Can it? Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as I've seen it, it can locate it. It can't locate it if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks the direct path between me and it. It'll tell me if it's in motion, and it'll tell me as long as it's within 1,000 feet of me. It does not say it can't be found if it's broken.
So
Oh,
if it's
stone.
like broken and it's still retaining most of its form, then you'll be able to find it. But if it's like melted down and it's no longer that specific object, you would not be able to find it.
Right.
What about stone? Can you see it through brick, stone?
It doesn't say anything about it.
Yeah,
It just
it's
says
just lead. It's just lead.
Fortunately, I've not seen any lead houses around here, so that's great.
Well, what about what are your sewers made of?
You have no idea. I don't even
So
know if the
maybe-
Keys would know the concept of sewer.
Well, it depends on what kind of city it is. Like a dwarven city would have like stone sewage, like inlaid into the ground and probably out to God knows where. I prefer not to think about it, but like others, I mean, they might just have a shallow canal that runs through.
Little poop shoot.
Yeah. So it depends on how developed the city is.
Wait, can't you get lead poisoning from pipes and stuff?
Probably.
Let's hope they're stone.
As long as you're not consuming sewage water, it probably should be fine if they're lead.
As long as all their pipes aren't made of lead, we're all good. Okay. Anyway, first stop still gonna have to be the library, I guess.
Okay, so
I'm
are we
gonna-
splitting up? Is Karaya and Vili going to the library, and then everyone else, Bromir and Akis going to the herbalist shop, and Rune's just going back to the smithy, or are you going to the herbalist shop, Rune?
No.
Where can
no,
I?
No. I'm gonna stop by like a street vendor or something and grab some meats.
Easy
Something
enough.
to snack on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, where can I find a messenger, or a few messengers, in fact?
Anywhere? Like you see them just hanging around on street corners waiting for jobs. There's like a little messenger building that you see them running to and from that you've passed a few times on the main strip.
You just
Okay,
need-
Why
are you looking for messenger?
to see if any of my contacts in various cities have seen anything. By the time the messenger gets to said city, if let's say a person of interest has been kidnapped, they'll be there at this point. So because they've got a couple of days head start on us, so somebody might know something. Worth a try anyway.
I mean, how open are we going to be about this situation? I mean,
Not.
We're not going to be open about the situation.
like, what are
We're-
what are you going to give them to say?
We're looking for a svelte, blonde, 17-year-old.
She's my cousin. She looks like me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'll hide my ears whenever we
Specifically-
talk to people about it.
I assume you've been hiding your ears this entire time.
Oh yeah, I've been totally hiding my
Yeah.
She wears
That's the flower
earbuds
crown.
on that side.
That's what the flower crown is for. To tuck them in.
Amazing. So
Functional
yeah,
fashion.
is everyone
Yeah.
ready to vacate the inn room? Is there anything
Yes.
else you want to discuss?
Do you want me to send a message to Kibo?
Oh, someone's webcam got dropped. Oh, that was Rune. I think he just
was Rune.
I think he just clicked the wrong
I think he
button.
accidentally did the thing. Yeah. He's back.
Discord just decided to close.
Interesting.
It's okay.
Like, yeah, that's
You both said no.
yeah. Did we want to just send a message? Did you want me to just send a message to Kibo? Be vague.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want to tell him? Looking for Vilia's sister.
Cousin.
Essentially, looking for someone who looks who looks like a younger version of Velia. If there's been any more trafficking through the area, which he would probably know about, because he's looking out for the common folk, right?
You got 25 words. Good luck.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Well, we can do another message, I guess.
Who wants to count?
No.
Is Akis doing it? Akis
I
can count.
I got the word counter. Here,
You got the
counter.
word.
Yep.
All right.
It's fun just doing it
Alright.
off the fly. Come on.
Nope,
No,
I'm
no,
doing
no,
it off
we're
the fly.
Okay.
Let me see. Where's my character sheet? Yeah, give me a sec.
Let me know when you're actually communicating, just so I know when to start counting.
Everything.
How does
Yeah.
this look when you're doing it as well, Ruin? Do you want to?
That's why I gotta look.
Okay. Your cam's off, by the way, too. But yeah.
Oh, lovely. Let's fix that.
But yeah.
Camera.
Describe
Hello,
how
everyone.
the sending spell looks as you cast it.
Well, I'm gonna break out the chessboard, of course.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I'm going to arrange the pieces on the board, with ours being the rook in Trustin, and the bishop piece will be Port Trustin. And I'm going to put a let's see. I'm gonna scrawl out in Dwarven Kibo's name and put it right underneath the bishop piece.
Nice. Okay.
And then I will cast Sending.
So as you do that, you map out essentially this map that you see in the simulator now, like on your chessboard with all the towns and the things that you know about, and you do that with the parchment and Kibo, and suddenly the bishop piece lights up radiant energy. And what do you say?
I have you a
Kibo,
19-word
this is
message
Rude.
if you want to. Oh, never mind.
We need some help looking for someone. You remember Villia? It's her cousin. Looks just like her. You can reply.
17. And
Okay.
height.
You got 5 more
5'4".
words.
Is it?
All right.
17,
Nice.
height 5'4".
Not bad for the first attempt.
All right. The spell goes through instantly. Interesting. Velia's cousin, you say? Shouldn't happen to be a princess, does she?
No, crush.
What do you say to that? What do you say to that? What does he say to that?
Only Rune hears this response.
Yeah.
Suddenly, that you
know,
all see the bishop piece just dull and fade, though, as the spell comes to its end.
Yeah, he has heard about the missing cousin. We go into more detail.
It's a yes or no question.
I mean, it is. And we've been pretty on it. We've been up front with him.
We could say she has a
but it's
princess-like
yes or no
attitude.
question.
We could say
Back in
princess-like.
2 seconds, sorry.
No worries.
We could say it without saying it by saying she's princess. She's got a princess-size attitude.
Yes or no question.
That's a yes or a no. All right. Oh, I'll cast Sending again.
Okay, you see the same figure light
that's
up
one.
again. What do you say?
You are quite resourceful. You're right. Do you have any information about her? Perhaps we can be of use.
Okay, nice. You hear. Interesting. And you can hear his grin, his toothy grin through the voice. Not much information yet, but I've got some men on it. Let's team up. Money enough for both of us. Seek out one of us at the Dragon's Hoard.
Dragon's Hoard. Is that
The spell fades.
Does that ring any bells? That place,
Not to you.
Dragon's Hoard. Hera, do you
Guessing.
know of a place called the Dragon's Hoard?
I'm guessing it's
Hoard or Hoard? It's Hoard, right?
You heard it as the Dragon's Hoard.
Yeah, I heard it as Hoard, so it's the Dragon's Hoard.
I'm guessing it's some watering hole somewhere in the city.
Maybe you can ask Do you have some contacts here you could ask? Or maybe that's something you can work on while I'm out helping the smith.
Oy vey.
But
right.
Kibo's on board. He seems like he's eager to team up, and it'll result in a profit for the both of us.
So much for the secrecy.
Well, he already knew, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I wonder
And we've
how.
been upfront with him anyways, so he seems on the level.
All right. We'll find out what the Dragon's Horn is. And
Yeah, he said that he had someone there that we should meet with. Didn't say
did he
who.
specify when?
Nope.
Okay. Just someone.
but
All right. Time
but he did
to
have
abuse
people
some
looking
vagrants
for-
yet again.
Whoa, what? Say it again.
Time to
broke up,
abuse some
correct.
vagrants.
Oh, yeah. Time to kick in some more head. So we've got Rune going back to the blacksmithy. We've got Akis and Bromir going to the herbalist shop, and you guys going to the library, correct? All right. I think that's a good place where we'll take our quick 5-minute break as we resume to the plot getting even more thicker. Can it get any more thicker? Yes, it can, chat. Yes, it can.
Yes.
That is the question.
It can always get thicker.
I'll be.
It's a grower, not a shower.
Oh god. I'll be chilling in chat if anyone's got any questions. Just gonna grab some water and a quick toilet break, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. Grab some snacks, and yeah, go follow my awesome cast if they want to chat in chat. Click on the names, do all that fun stuff, and yeah, we'll see you soon.
Watch out for the
Also,
turtles, Nick.
did you guys realize you can take notes in tabletop soon?
Say hello to Apollos.
Hello.
He's so cute.
And we're back from break. Hello, everyone. I've just put everyone's links into chat, so if everyone watching could kindly go and follow everybody, including the people that give their music for free for Twitch streamers, and don't hit us with crazy lawsuits and stuff. It'd be great. Thank you so much. But yes, we will return. We'll jump to you guys going through the city at the moment. Bustling, loads of things happening. Is there anything you wanting to do on your way to the library, Velia and Karaya?
Stop by a jewelry shop.
All right.
I want to find
If there's a jewelry shop on the way, we're gonna stop and we're gonna commission five necklaces.
Roll me a perception check or an investigation. Your choice.
Okay.
It's not busy enough for a city. Let's see if it is.
Rack. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Investigation or perception? They both have +4. Let's do perception. We got 18.
18. Yeah.
25.
25.
25. Wow.
Damn. Yeah. Around about here, as you're just getting to the library, you see quite a big-ish shop, and outside you see like a necklace symbol hanging from a wooden board out front. And as you glance into the windows, you see all the sparkling jewelry shining back at you. Behind iron rebarb window lets, and you do see like there's a big bruiser kind of on the door, just leaning, half snoozing. Not too many clients coming in, but yeah, you see a kind of prestigious, well-defended, security-esque jewelry shop.
Hello, good sir. Do y'all make custom pieces?
You'll have to ask the people inside, love. And he opens the door for you.
We walk inside.
You walk inside and you see like perfect glass cabinets with pillows of various gems and jewelry all laid out. Not too many pieces. There's a lot of like empty space that is designed in a way that it pulls your eyes to the pieces of jewelry. And nice intricate stonework all along the walls that kind of help guide and reflect the light well. And behind the counter you see a human woman, middle-aged, really prim and proper, nice dress, and she's just fiddling with a set of like it looks like rings on like an iron chain. And if you've ever been to a jewelry shop, it's kind of like how they size up different ring measurements and things like that. She looks up, she's like, "Oh, hello. How can I help you today?"
We'd like to commission some custom necklaces.
Oh, yes, that can definitely be arranged. What kind of materials, gemstones would you
Just
be
silver.
interested?
Just beaten silver.
Just silver? Sure. And what do you have?
I sent you the
design?
picture. Of
Yeah, I
Apollos.
saw it.
So
Do you-
it's a chain necklace, and then there's a attachment that is a triangle with snow, like the top of a mountain, and there's another chain connecting that to the bottom of the mountain, indicating that the mountain has been broken.
Amazing. Feel free to share it in chat as well.
Yeah,
it's
we'll
pretty
do it.
gorgeous. It's not too. Shouldn't be too difficult to create. I don't personally make the jewelry myself. I just work the shop here, but I can definitely have my people look at making something of this. What time frames would you be?
You know, just a couple hours would be great.
And her face just kind of.
Yeah, I figured that might be a problem.
Yes, we have a. Business is not booming as of late. We are doing well for ourselves. We don't really have any custom pieces on at the moment, so we can definitely start work on it straight away. But doing the individual links and things like that take quite a lot of time. How many? Just one of these pieces?
5.
Yeah, That would be
If you can't do it immediately, that's also okay. We could come back for it in a week or two.
Yeah, that would be perfect. A week should be fine. I would say probably a day per piece. That's
How much would you charge?
For silver, we do a group price or individual pricings.
Let's say group price.
For all of them. A custom-made piece like this.
Very simple.
Silver. Probably about 35 gold.
Each or total?
Total. The silver's quite thin.
Yeah.
Unless you're wanting some meat to the chains, so to speak.
What would make it cheaper?
Cheaper?
If we maybe gave it 2 weeks.
The raw materials alone would be pushing around 25 gold, and then
that's what we'll pay.
So how about 28 gold?
No, unfortunately, roll me a persuasion or intimidation, because Karaya was quite intimidating. They're not going to make it for free.
18.
18.
Persuasion.
9. I wasn't that intimidating.
She looks over to you and she's like, unfortunately, anything we make, we put our name to it, and it's quite...
It's understandable. It's understandable.
We're quite a prestigious shop, so...
do you need... What if we did a down payment today and paid half of it now and half of it upon pickup?
Yes, that's absolutely fine, yes.
And how much would half of it today be?
Just 15 gold today to start the commission, and then you'd pay the 20 when you came to pick it up.
Thanks, Karaya. I loaned my 70 gold to
yeah. Also ruined. Yeah, she takes the money and she writes down the order on a slip, and you see now she like draws out the image you've described and she shows it to you. Are you happy with something that looks like this? And the drawing is pretty spot on. Like, you can't really see.
Indeed, I'm quite happy.
Perfect. I'll pass this to our people right away. Is there anything else I could interest you both in today? No? All right. Have a good day. Thank you. And you exit the store on the way to the library.
Anything else you can interest us in?
Oh, yes. Have you had any tiaras come in? Has anybody sold you a tiara recently? Silver. I've been looking for one.
A tiara? No one sold me.
It's a lovely dainty circlet, perhaps.
We have a few, but no one sold it. No one sold
you made
anything
them all.
to us. Most of these, yes. If not, then some other artisans made them and we shipped them in. We do work with a few other artists from across the seas.
Have you perhaps made circlets for anybody of distinction?
Yes, nobility come in quite regularly and order pieces.
There's a piece that I saw that I'm quite fond of that I was trying to get a replica of. It's worn by somebody quite prestigious here. Perhaps you've seen the tiara that the Princess Trosden wears?
Roll me a deception check, it'd be a deception.
8.
You see her face change, and she's like, "No, unfortunately, we did not make that piece. That piece, the royalty have their own artisans that make their jewelry. It would be nice to have a contract with them, but yeah." So you see that there's like some kind of seething anger behind her words that you could probably figure out that they've reached out to try and get these high prestigious contracts and have not been able to.
I'd like to comfort her, and I kind of like pat her hand, and I'm like, I understand, of course. Royals can be finicky, and
I can
obviously,
assure you, though, our pieces are very, very well crafted.
I can see that. I can absolutely see that. Trust me. And I put on my fullest noble voice and like presentation,
Yeah.
and I'm like, these are incredibly fine pieces, and anybody who
thank
does
you.
not have them is missing out, obviously.
Thank you. We should have your pieces soon. I look forward
Thank you.
to seeing you return.
Sincerely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And you make your way
Alright.
out.
Yep. To the library.
To the library. In the meantime, we cut back to Akis and Bromir outside the herbalist shop, the Wise Grove. As you approach, you see that there is an oldish man, not the eccentric old man that runs the shop. But you see that there is a quite oldish man that exits the shop, and there's two full-plated guards wearing very prestigious armor, flanking him, and that are walking with him, but like a meter or so behind, like they're escorting him. And you see him walk out of the shop and kind of pass you a little bit behind. This man's wearing like robes, holds himself quite high, and walks prim and proud as he kind of exits the shop.
Any markings on the two guards following or flanking him?
No
Any
markings,
symbols?
but you do see that there's like the crest of Troston. Like they are representative of the city. Their capes are like red. Deep red.
Yeah, way.
The armor doesn't even look like it's got a single scratch on it, kind of deal. Imagine like Kingsguard from Game of Thrones. Yeah, like pristine armor. Yeah.
It's a show guards, gotcha. Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. And they like walk past you. Don't even notice you or anything like that. People make way for them and they just walk off in the different direction. You go into the shop, and you hear like more like clatter, and he's like, Jesus, the door is non-stop today. Oh, hey, it's you.
Oh, you don't look too happy.
So a lot of old acquaintances coming back into my life, and my shop's never been so busy. Yes.
Well, you know that person that was held himself pretty high?
Yes, that was Mr. Malar. He's the official royal herbalist.
Right. Competition, I'm assuming. Likes to snuff his nose around the place.
A little. He doesn't make his own remedies for a long time now. He's more like the royalties. Have a lot of physicians and doctors and herbalists and whatever else, and he kind of organizes the herbalist section of them, at least. And occasionally they'll come in and buy some products from mine. Like I make these and he starts going into this elaborate description of like this sleeping tonic that he's like brewed over years and he's made, and it's like basically helps you go to sleep at night. And then he's like, yeah, they have a prescription.
Often?
Yeah.
Was it like more so recently sort of deal?
No, it's been on and off. It depends how you term recently. Couple of months.
Yeah.
Months,
I guess
months too, maybe.
Times of this war, people are probably struggling to sleep.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I've got an Esme in here. My kitty meowing. But yes, he's quite up himself, and I think honestly, he passes a lot of the remedies off as his own, which drives me up the wrong way. Anyway. How can I help you? Moss, yes. I've had a look at it. It's very, very interesting. I've never seen anything like it before. In all my life, it's fascinating. And you see at this point now, you lock onto like he's got a mask, but like pulled down to a chin strap that we're all very familiar with in our day and age. And he never had the mask before. And he's like, I thought I'd be able to, you know, it will be a quick and one done. I'll be able to tell you what it is, but because I've never seen anything like this before, I probably need more time to study it than I originally thought. I have found out some things so far, though. It is highly infectious to other plant and fauna life. It's like a parasite of sorts. It seems to be feeding off them, but also trying to keep itself hidden. Obviously, the most distinguishing part of this is that you can't see it with the naked eye in the sample you brought me, but when you rub the leaf, the purple dust kind of comes out. But yes, that's as much as I've managed to discern. I've actually put it next to a few other plants, and they've already caught whatever it is. That's why I'm wearing the mask now, and I'm doing much more of an isolated, controlled experiment. But I'm just gonna have to keep investigating it and trying to figure out what it is.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Do you know anything else about it, or are you trying to?
I'm trying to work it out ourselves. We're just the local farmers.
How
trying
many
to save their
farms
crops.
is on this? Because if this is going rampant on other farms, just in 24 hours, it's already caught to the other plants that I've put it near, and I've had to isolate them all. If this is on farms, it's going to spread like wildfire.
And it has.
Yeah, I think it's already beaten you to that. So what was he doing here anyway? The herbalist guy. It seems like
He
Why-
came
why
to
would
pick
he
up a
even
couple
have
more
two
of the
guards?
potions and just glowed a little bit. Usually he stopped for a while and he does engage in chat. I'm not fond of the fellow, but he is a fellow practitioner, so to speak, so we do engage. But he seemed to be in an utmost of hurry today of sorts. I don't know why. Very, very in and out. He just picked up the sleeping potions that I brew and left pretty abruptly.
That's
Bad
weird.
day, maybe. I don't know. But yeah.
Sleeping
Does he-
potions, huh?
does he normally have guards with him? Is that normal?
Yeah. They usually wait outside. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not from here, but they don't really look like they do much. I mean, they look too shiny, as if they've never even been using their armor.
He laughs a
Because-
little bit. It's like, yeah, I don't know how the hierarchy of the military or whatever, but they're supposed to be the most elite guards, I guess. But they've probably not seen battle in ages. They're definitely not on the war, are they? So.
Do you? It's another weird thing. Do you see guards, like herds of them walking about a lot late at night? Or is that just a random occurrence?
Not so much here. We're pretty much off the beaten track a little.
Yeah.
I guess maybe not so much now that the war's started, but
We was at the inn down the road, and I could have sworn it was like 20 guards that walked past for no apparent reason. It's like a lot of metal.
it's strange. You think that if it's a battalion like that, they'd be going to the forefront, but yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure. But yes, I'll keep seeing what I can find out about this plant. I'd say if you are going back to those farmers, you should tell them to probably burn all their crops that they've been close to this thing, in all honesty.
Well, that bad.
Doesn't seem to like fire, but yeah. I don't know. I might have to actually call in some of my colleagues and maybe even speak to Mr. Millar again and
See if you can get the old fight to actually do some herbalism and be useful.
or at least connect me with someone that can analyze this the spore dust or whatever this is a little bit better. I've only got limited equipment here. There's only so much I can do, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Should I be wearing one of those masks?
Are you carrying more of the stuff around with you?
No, but should I be?
No, then you'll be fine as long as you're not messing with the spores. You should be all right. I just wear it because I don't know the effects. You know, could be harmless. Could be deathly. You know, it could be deathly. Yeah.
I'm not dead yet, so let's pray it's not that bad.
Let's hope.
Alright, you go, but I'm gonna go meet up with some friends. Probably, is there anything you want here?
No, no, I'm all good. Yeah. I think we've covered everything, right?
Yeah, we should probably go find room back at the, thank you again for looking into this.
No worries. Thank you for bringing the sample over to me. I'll get back to it. And he pulls up his mask and just clatters into the back, kicking something on his and stumbles into the back of his.
A crazy alchemist.
Yeah.
Did
Gonna go
anything
find room.
explode?
Not this time, no.
Not this time, yeah.
But yeah, you guys leave the shop and head back to Got an Ice Cream to its smithy. This time we cut back to Karaya and Velia, who have happened upon the library.
Amelia needs to take a corner somewhere and transform.
I turn invisible. Yeah, I find I walk down a dark alley on the way up, and I turn invisible
Easy
and I
enough to
tag
do.
behind her.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
fine. And you come. There is a different person on the door. It's like, hello. How can I help you both today?
Hello. Both?
Both?
Wait, she's invisible.
Oh, you're invisible. Sorry, I thought you
Yeah.
turned into Rune. My bad.
No.
Mini heart attack.
Hey, how can I help you today?
I recently sold some, well, actually, I just would like to, get a little local history. I've been here,
Sure.
quite a bit recently. I'm starting to miss the place.
Oh, no, that's fine. Let me show you to one of our scholars. And he waves someone over.
I'm also, like, I'm also coughing all the time so that he, like, keeps a distance so that he doesn't,
Okay,
like,
yeah, as
crash
soon
into
as
her.
you cough, he's like, ooh, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he waves one of the attendants over that you've not seen before, and you go into the archives, and the attendant's like, so what history are you looking for?
Oh, I would love to. I've heard so much about the royal family, and you know,
Oh.
I would love to read up on them recently. You know,
Sure.
especially if you have any.
Just
Yeah.
the family tree and indexing, or
Yeah,
there
that
any
would be fine.
specifics?
Yes,
all right. He seats you
it would
down
be
at a
great
table.
to have a. It would be great to have a little look at them and see how the royalty look, because we've never seen them before. And
Oh, you mean like visual? We have a couple of paintings, probably around this library. I'll be able to show you. Would you
that
like
would be
that, or
fantastic.
would you want the book first, the family tree book, or would you like the to see the pictures first?
Family tree, and then we can have a look at the pictures.
Okay, yeah.
Just be-
And
That'd be visual.
are you sitting down next to Avelia, or are you just hovering, or?
I'm just avoiding people and kind of like trying to stand right behind her. I just have a hand on her shoulder and I'm just really close to her.
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, just making sure that everybody keeps the distance.
Yeah, everyone is. Do you need anything? Do you need some water? I could get you some water or something.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It must be the local colds. I'm sure it's not the plague.
His eyes just go wide. Like, are you sure you're okay? Starts
Yeah,
looking
must
over
be
his
seasonal.
shoulder.
It's been very, very cold recently, hasn't it?
It's spring. It's been very warm.
Yeah, it came about really suddenly, didn't it? It feels like only a few days ago we were on the road.
Yes. Let me
Anyway,
get that book for
I'll
you.
just flip the.
Yeah. It's just sheepishly just backs off, and about 5 or so minutes later, he brings you quite a hefty tome, which is it is like a written indexing essentially of the past royal family, and how the family tree works. There's no visual representations in here. It is just literally like listing blah blah blah, son of blah blah blah, and like brings it down and where they think the ancestry might have come from, and basically
Is
like
there
that.
anything? Is there anything interesting about like the recent ancestry? Is like, are there any potential lost elven ties? Just. I'm not asking
Roll
this
me an
out loud.
investigation check. Yeah.
Eight.
It's because I assume you're reading this quite quickly, right? You're not going to sit there and read the entire
Yeah.
book. Yeah. 'Cause it is
Velia, are you
literally a
reading over
tome.
my shoulder, perchance?
Definitely reading over your shoulder.
Okay, yeah, you can roll.
Cool.
If she's flicking through the pages, you can roll an investigation check. Oh no, a perception check probably for you. Lower DC because you've super cracked out perception. What did you get?
$20.
Damn.
Dirty 20.
As you're turning the pages, you see one of the pages just stop turning, and Velia invisibility has put a finger there to stop the page. Like, and
I'm like,
yeah,
yes.
and it just guides you right down, and you start reading through, and it's essentially like, it's like quite early on how they started founding the city way back when, and the Troston bloodline. No elven ties are mentioned at all. Pure-blooded human. It touches upon like the agreements that they had with the elves of old, and the boundaries, and who set those boundaries, and what royalty established those, and they had a long alliance history. Like hardly anything's broken this alliance. Like any friendship between nations, there's been a few spats back and forth and things like that, but they've just handled locally. There's never really been a war on this large scale before.
Any marriages or relationships mentioned?
Yes, there is a couple of like cross marriages and things like that, but there's not a lot wrote by those. It's like as you're flicking between those people and you look for those specific people, there's a short bio of what they like look like, who they are, just basically a quick bio of like who they are, but it doesn't really mention anything. You look at the people that have the royalty, or the high nobles that are related to the royalty, that seem to have these ties with the elves and like cross marriages, don't seem to feature anywhere further on in the history. Like if they did this, their royalty ended, or it wasn't like a reign. It wasn't the close circle of like the king and his family. It probably just like a cousin briefly mentioned off into the distance. So there has been like ties.
Any recent one? Any recent ones?
No recent ones, no.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I think that's it.
All right, you get up, and he takes the tome off you, puts it back. He's like, takes you about 5-10 minutes to like a corridor, which is filled with different types of paintings from different angles. And he's like, oh yes, here's a recent picture of the royal family, and the closest one. And
This
you see,
one. This is recent.
yes, this was
Fantastic.
done about, I would say, 5 years ago. The princess looks around 12, 13 in it. And you see they've got like 2 big hound dogs, and it's like a real regal with a throne, and like the little thrones, and they're all kind of like centered nicely in portrait. But yeah, you see the princess, and it's named under, she's called Amelia Troston, and the king's called Julius Troston.
Amelia looks so sweet. Doesn't
she does. The painters really captured her imagery well, yes.
Are there any? I'm sure she's going. She's. This is quite old. I'm sure she's blossomed into a beautiful young lady. Are there any more recent pictures of her?
Let me think. He pauses for a moment. Maybe. Let me ask. And one of his passing colleagues as well. He's like, "Do we have any paintings of Amelia Truston?" And they both pause and think, and it's kind of this like awkward thing. Maybe. And then they guide you through basically to another corridor where you see there's like just a full portrait of her that was done 2 years ago, and she's just sat like. Roll me an insight check on the painting. It would be a high DC.
Ugh.
You never know.
17.
That's pretty good.
All right.
You see some familiarity with this picture, and she doesn't like to pose, but she's putting one on anyway, just for the painter. And the painter's tried to like forcibly make her look like she's regal and wants to be in that position, but still it's her actual images trickled through is where she's like, yes. Yeah, you see her.
I'm here because I have to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
As I thought, what a beautiful young lady.
One of those awkward fake smiles that when you take your kid to get their picture taken.
Yeah. And you see that she is wearing a tiara, and that silver one with a blue sapphire in the middle.
Beautiful.
Blue, beautiful tiara.
And then
I don't say that out loud.
The attendant's like, "Yes, she's quite beautiful, isn't she? Is there anything else that I can help you with today?"
No, that was fascinating. Thank you. I
No
never
problem.
expected the king to look so handsome. I'm just gonna like do. I'm like, yes, thank you so much for your help. I do love this library, and I'm gonna say like, okay, pass on my greetings to whoever the higher up was.
Okay.
I do love this library. I am not carrying any daggers, I swear.
Give me a moment, and I'm just going to put the imagery of both of those in the NPC channel. Bear with me, chat, because the stuff might go a little bit fucky as we're capturing from Discord. So as I tab to a different channel, it goes a little bit fucky. But bear with me. I don't have a portrait of them, but I have the individuals. Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go.
Dog toys in the background.
There you go. The bot works. Thank you, Tibi.
Yes, he looks very handsome.
5 people.
Very handsome.
When you said
Very
handsome, I was
handsome.
like, I'm gonna have to actually show you the picture.
I would have said it because.
Yeah.
Hey.
He's looking. He's got a round about him.
He's a very big gentleman, the king. Yes.
Yep. Is he fluffy or just fat?
Definitely has his colleagues orbiting around him.
But yeah, that picture you
Definitely got a pull to him.
picture you see of the princess is pretty much the full portrait picture you see. And then I kind of explained the expression well without having it up at the time. But it does have like a tiara on it. That would probably be the thing that's missing.
Yep.
Yes.
Why am I here?
Yeah. You leave the library, and is there anything else you want to do on your way back to Rune?
Nope. Let's get out of the library so nobody sees Velia.
All right, yeah, you're in there pretty quick. No issues with invisibility. You seem to have gone unnoticed for the most part, as people wasn't really looking, and you're in the public area and things like that. Yeah, you make your way back to Ruin. I would say it's probably getting around to be about 6 in the evening at this time, just because walking through the city takes its time. It's a big city. Ruin, you're sweating. You're tired already. The dwarf guy though, his stamina's strong. He's probably done this a lot. And you're trying to keep up with him. You all get back to a haggard Rune, and the blacksmith's still working on the armor.
Going well for you then.
Did you bring food?
I got rations. I can go get you some food.
We're in a city.
I can go to the inn and get you some.
I wonder if the inn does takeout.
Well, we'll find out.
Go get us a chicken, one of the dwarves says, and another dwarf in the background's like, yeah, that'll go down a tree, won't it?
All right, we'll get them a couple of chickens.
I guess I'm off to find the local fry shop.
Yeah, you don't have to go far. The main strip is everything. There's fresh fish. Well, not super fresh fish since you're about a week away from the sea, but pretty still fresh as can be. Obviously, some legs of creatures you might not even seen before. There's rabbits, chickens. Whatever you like.
I'll have one of those random legs, and I'll have 2 chickens.
All right, yeah, just mark off 5 silver. Actually, no, for a chicken, 2 chickens, a gold in total.
Damn!
The leg looks
This
like
guy's eating better than us.
the leg looks
Are they
like
live
it's
chickens or cooked chicken?
the leg is weird. It's quite muscular and chewy. It looks like it's taken from some arachnid of sorts. Like it's got like a carapace on the edge of it, almost. But it's nice. Tastes good.
I'm gonna take the rest of the arachnid leg back with the 2 chickens and just see if they know what the hell this thing is. There you go. There's your food. Enjoy.
Oh,
that?
And I'm like,
and one of the dwarves like, oh, you've been to that weird vendor, haven't you, on the corner? The chickens are good from next to him, at least. But yeah, he sells meat from God knows where. It's different every time I bloody see it.
tastes good.
Just laughing. It smells alright too. I don't think I've ever bought any of that crap, but yeah, they just start tucking into the chicken.
You know anyone that's
bothered.
actually eaten it?
Any of you
Me?
lads? No.
Oh, I'm not touching it. Take a piece of the chicken.
Yeah, and it's roast chicken, street vendor style. What do you guys want to do? You're all together. Is there anything you want to do for the rest of your evening?
do you guys need any help here at the forge? If not, I'm just gonna go back to the inn.
Go up to the master's.
No, we seem to have it all covered with room being here.
Alright. I wanna go with this lot back to the place of sleep.
All right. See you in the morning. And you guys head back to the tavern.
Goodbye, Rune. Enjoy.
Velia,
Sorry.
your passive perception, you notice someone in the shadows just off the corner of the forge, and they seem to just disappear as you guys turn around and start heading back to the tavern.
Do I recognize them?
You didn't see, you just saw the quick shift in movement and blur, unfortunately.
I share this with the party.
Do you reckon it's those things that tried sucking the strength out of us again?
And he's like, but they came through the walls. This was like, was that on the corner? But it come out of the wall.
It disappeared behind a wall. Could have gone in it.
Accurate.
Bromir just takes out his axe and just runs around the corner and starts looking.
Anything?
Nothing. No.
I guess.
That was inside the shop or outside?
No, probably about 50 feet, because you just basically the shop is round the back of some buildings, just off the main street. So it's about 50 feet where that junction is that leads to the main thoroughfare. Someone just like hanging out on that corner. As you guys turned around to leave the shop, bolted around the corner. You don't think it was a shade, Velia? That thing, if it was, it would have come out the wall at you or something like that. This is definitely like leaning on the corner. You saw like a cape flourish, even though the shades did kind of have like a cape atmosphere to them. It was much more of like a humanoid figure, but it was just darker in the distance and quickly noticed you noticed.
Okay,
I noticed
so...
him.
Huh?
He noticed that I noticed him.
Velia, maybe, I'm gonna drag her, like, around the corner. Cast invisibility on yourself.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, and, I'm gonna loudly, like, grab the other two and be like, right, so, we're going, blah, 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 and
Drink.
Velia... Yeah, drinks, yay!
On you, because I'm poor.
That's fine. Miss
Everyone.
Moneybags here. It's don't tell Velia, she's gone ahead. But yeah, I'm staying alert as well.
Roll me a perception check. Whoever's keeping a lookout. Velia too, if you are. Did you cast invisibility?
Yeah, I am. I did cast invisibility.
All right.
17 perception.
I'm gonna roll my physical die. Even better, 2.
Yes!
I got a 7.
Doing great.
17.
Oh, why
Cry,
did dice
you get
hate me?
17 as well? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say, Velia, you don't notice this, but Karai, you do. Even though you're super perception, there's a reason to it. You see someone in probably about 70 or so feet away, right on the corner, Karai. Wearing red robes, staring across the thoroughfare, like at you guys. More so at you though, and like intermittent with people moving by. So he's like 70 feet away. Imagine like a giant thoroughfare of people dragging carts, wrapping up the day. So your vision's getting broken, and he's watching you through these people for like 3 seconds. 4 seconds.
I noticed, but I very quickly averted my eyes. So I was just like, yeah, kind of looking around and pretending I didn't see.
As you avert your eyes, the last person moves by him and he just disappears. And you like do an instinctive look back to like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And he's gone, whatever he was watching you.
Okay. So I kind of motioned to Velia to just like follow us.
Yeah, I do that.
Casually, like, well, scratching my neck or whatever, like. And then I share it with the party. Red robes.
I don't know why you was acting weird.
Well,
we're
glad you
normal.
went along with it. Red robes. Were the necromancers wearing red robes?
No.
You're colorblind. You wouldn't know.
Red and blue robes were the dudes that were... No, blue robes were the blue moons, but red robes, I don't know.
You feel confident that you looked around though, Velia, and you didn't see anything. You didn't see anyone wearing red robes. Like, you trust in your sight more than anything. Like, it's strange to you that you didn't clock this person.
Very strange. I don't know.
Could just be seeing shit, or it could be something odd.
Probably something odd.
Well, usually
Probably.
things happen to us late at night.
Does this mean we have to sleep in the smithy?
No.
This is
I think any of you would sleep.
Thus, Rune was no more. What's what
Probably
Need to make
about.
another healer.
It's probably about 8 around this time, and it's like the golden hour, the sun cresting over the houses, and the sun setting. But you get back to the Flickering Lantern Tavern, and it's the same and busy, just as it ever is. Let me change the music here. Probably a bit more busy than it used to. It has been for the last couple of days, but still just normal. Do you go back up to your rooms? Do you grab a drink? What are you guys doing? Are you just killing time?
Grab a drink and head back to the rooms, I guess, or grab a drink and stay here.
Yeah.
So, are
Safety.
we all bunking up in one room, or are you guys going in your own room?
Probably should bunk up in one.
Up I got one, yeah.
Which room? The one with the broken window or the one with the no broken window?
No broken window, obviously.
Okay.
Oh boy, I can't wait to see how this window gets broken. You guys got any more strange artifacts for me to open?
No.
No.
No? Oh, okay.
All right. So you. Is anyone staying on watch? What's going on?
I'm just
No
gonna.
worries, guys.
I don't need to sleep, so I'm just gonna stay up the whole night.
All
I could
right.
also create a hut. We could create a hut inside of this room. A hut that
create
nobody
it?
can get into but us, and that is protected and we can see out of. I bet we do that, and I create a hut.
Yes. Yes.
There you
Let's do
And
it.
it's a pink hut. It's like a pink tent inside of the room. We're glamping.
So
And
how do you set it up? Because it's like a ritual cast of 10 minutes, right? How do you?
yeah, ritual cast. Yeah. I take out some chalk out of my bag, and I pink chalk, and I draw a giant circle around the floor, and then I sit in the middle of the floor, and with like hand motions like this, right? And like little pink tendrils coming from my hands, I summon the hut.
There you go. There's like
We can say you summon Cthulhu.
maybe.
That's your job.
And yeah, like a circular oval shield sphere pops up that is pure pink. Like you can't see through it. It's just pink. And I assume
Perfect.
you set it so everyone else can go in, but no one else can. And as you like touch it, it's just like it isn't there. You guys just phase into it. But when you go
Weird.
into it, it's like a duller pink, and you can see out of it.
Perfect.
This is pretty cool. How long have you been able to do this for?
Like literally today.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
That's impressive. Not gonna lie. Right, folks.
You
What we doing?
Are you going to sleep, or you want to talk about something?
Time is it?
I want to sleep personally.
I mean, you guys can sleep. You don't have to worry about taking much anymore. I can just cover it. It gives me something to do.
Yeah, Kisa's not been sleeping for the last couple of days, at like all.
Peace. You sleep. I'll take watch, and I'll also. But before I do, I'm gonna grab a bottle of rum from downstairs.
Mark off a gold for the room.
Damn, that money going fast.
It was
I'm
a
gonna
full bottle of rum
try-
you wanted.
Gonna sip it casually.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna pretend that I'm gonna sleep.
Yeah. Okay. Roll a
I'm going
deception
to
check.
roll-
Go on, Rune.
Sorry, what was that, Rin?
At some point during the night, at the blacksmith shop, I am going to roll the gamble dice at the urn, or at the jug, and see what comes out.
Okay. Yeah. Roll a d10.
I'll roll
Do you have the
five.
list up, or do you want me to get it up?
I do not. I rolled a 9. I don't know what the...
One
Those I have it
second.
in my...
Give me a sec. It's salt water.
God damn it. Just my luck.
You have 12 gallons of salt water.
Enjoy.
Great.
I rolled a 5, by the way.
That tracks. That tracks. I go back to.
Go back to smithing. That's fine. Yeah, during your watch, Karaya, Akis is trying to sleep, but you notice that he keeps opening his eyes, looking around for the full thing.
You're not doing a very good job of sleeping.
I don't need to sleep anymore.
Need to or want to?
Both.
What's going on, Akis? Is it that thing? That deep dark thing that's not letting you sleep?
It's sort of that, and I don't want to sleep because every time I go to sleep, some weird shit happens. So it's a gift and a curse, I guess. I don't need to sleep anymore. So
Weird shit has been happening to us awake in equal measure. So just do yourself a favor and try.
yeah, it's not gonna happen. You know what I said about I give stuff and get things in return.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gave sleep in return for what?
Never needing to sleep.
That's convenient. Then you can take watch.
Yeah.
And then you go to sleep.
I need a nighttime activity. This is gonna get boring very quickly, isn't it?
Sleep finds you all,
Read a book.
apart from you, Rune, who gets a point of exhaustion because you are working throughout the night.
Yep. The thing is exhausting. I will take that.
And you wake up in the morning. You all have a good sleep. Quite late, you get up to a Rune in the tavern wearing his freshly set, adorned armor. And he's looking very tired, though. But you're wearing it with pride. And you wake up your friends in the tavern.
What is the equivalent of coffee here? I assume I am.
Yeah, you can get coffee here. Yeah.
Just
Like,
eat the
very
beans.
expensive, but you could get it. It's a commodity.
I imagine I'm just getting like a third dinner in.
Yeah.
Just to see whatever they have for food, and then I'm gonna go crash.
Cool.
Or attempt to. We'll see if the group is gonna drag me somewhere.
Close to breakfast, you see Rune comes in and I would say you've eaten breakfast at this point from the tavern. You're looking to sleep. Rune comes in super tired and you're all waking up. And he's just looking tired. But he's wearing his new fancy armor. Looks pristine, looks great. Spikes coming off it. Looks badass.
Nice.
Amazing.
How long does that dome of yours last?
What the fuck is this in my room?
Just a giant pink dome.
She can do like a weird.
Amelia, how long does the
thing now.
dome last?
I bang on the dome. Does my hand go through it?
I'm pretty sure you guys can leave it if you want to.
Yeah, but can
No,
Rune go back in?
Yes, you can. You guys are welcome to go leave and exit
I-
as long as. Wait, let's see. I'm reading. Hang on.
You can't leave, but everyone else can and leave for you.
Yeah,
but you
anybody
have
else
to stay
can
in it.
leave and come through it. You guys move through it freely. It lasts 8 hours.
Yeah, so at this point the dome would have gone actually.
Yep.
So they're all just sleeping on the floor, not on the bed. You wake them up.
The hell kind of party did you guys have?
You really don't want
The
to.
best kind.
Why are you
A
sleeping?
tiny one. I made a tiny hut for protection. There was somebody spooky outside.
Yeah, I fill him in.
Yeah, someone in
Fill
red
me in.
robes.
Give me all the deets. Who's chasing this?
Well,
We don't have any.
yeah, we don't have any deets other than the fact that we're definitely being followed. And I saw a figure in red robes, which disappeared within 3 seconds. Velia didn't even see it, oddly enough. Well, so something's going on. We don't know what though.
Okay. So
What
are
shade
you
was
all
the-
planning to do today?
Velia, are you able to trace the person or circlet that we saw in the painting?
I can cast a ritual spell and see if I can locate that object, yeah? So I'll do that, DM.
1,000 feet.
Oh, this is a ritual for you too. That's pretty cool.
Be pretty positive looking at it. Nope, JK. Wait, it is Constitution, not a ritual, not a ritual. It is an action. Damn it. Okay,
How does
so I
it
cast
look
it.
when you cast it? What do you do?
I sit crisscross applesauce on the floor. I take my hands. I like mimic the shape of the item. I put it over my head. I go like this, and little pink swirls spindle out.
Hell yeah. No, it's not within range.
Not within 1,000 feet. Okay,
within
how big
1,000
is the city? Is the city bigger than 1,000 feet? Yes.
Yes,
So
yeah.
fuck.
You have no perception of time or space.
Well, we'll have
or
to
anything.
we'll have to walk around and repeat that a few times.
Yeah, seriously.
You could probably do it in 4 casts. If you can cast it 4 times a day and cover most of the city.
I can cast it 3 times in today, and that's if I don't do any invisibility.
So if you want to take a day of just going around the city, exploring and looking, then you can do that.
That's what I'll do.
You do that. I'm going to bed. I need rest.
Okay, you
Good
rest.
call.
I'm
anyone
gonna
else?
go take off my armor, my
We'll do-
fancy new armor.
Take it off, yeah. And you
Take
sleep.
it off, put it in bed next to me, and then go to sleep.
So we'll do a quick fire day. Is anyone wanting to do anything else this day other than help Velia locate object?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Not really. Keep an eye out for.
Roll me
Evils.
a perception check. Everyone can roll me a perception check for evil stuff. Velia, you cast it in. Actually, draw on the map.
Not seeing much
where-
at 6.
where you want to cast it. So you've cast it
on the
once.
map.
You've cast
Where
it
did I
once at the
cast it the first
tavern.
time?
You cast it here. Oh, sorry, not here. Here in the tavern.
So I'll probably want to do it over. That's that.
Oh, 1,000 feet in miles.
Third of a mile.
Is it a
I
third?
believe. Pretty
Feet
sure.
to miles. Let's have a look. I work in miles, so it's different. 1,000 feet.
Yeah, so it's like a fifth of a mile.
A fifth of a mile. That's not big at all. That's like
Nope.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'd be spending
Okay,
all
we'll have
day
to.
on that.
It's probably generous. Yeah.
We'll have to.
I'd like
We'll
to go
have to,
closer. I'd like to go over here and do it. And I guess here.
You don't get any blips, unfortunately. Roll me.
Okay.
Roll me a specific insight, or just an intelligence check, actually. Just for you.
Just a pure intelligence check. Boy, oh boy, you know I got +7 there, right? So I got
Yeah.
8.
Damn.
Rough.
Try
wait, that
throwing
was
you a
intelligence
bone.
save.
that was rough.
That was intelligence save, but do I get no?
Oh, that was intelligence save. Oh no,
Yeah.
not save. Just roll a d20 and add your intelligence modifier.
Alright, so again we got 5 because I only have +4 for intelligence.
Did you just roll
2
two
nat ones.
ones? Oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's fine.
I was gonna throw you a bone, but no. Like,
No bone. No, the dice said
you,
no.
you don't detect it in the city. I would say the littlest of bone I can throw you is try and think to how you left.
Well, I left by carriage, as far as I know. I'm gonna go read my character.
Or how
more.
you would have left, or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like,
That's
You know, that thing that I was very, very subtly asking.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, oh man.
but yeah, it's more a sense of. I'm gonna word this with you rolled 2 natural ones. I'm sorry, I can't help.
No, you can't help me.
You don't detect the tiara, unfortunately.
The dice are against you.
Y'all, I think what we have to do is we have to find whoever was close to her and find out what her life was like.
I have an
think
idea,
that's-
but I'm asleep.
Well, no, this is all happening in this day, so you can wake up, knock your point of exhaustion off, and the group reconvenes at the tavern. Unfortunately, not finding the blip of the tiara. What would you like to say, Rin?
Tired. Oof. What time is it?
Probably
Midday? Past lunch?
5 in the afternoon at this point.
Oh, man. Getting to dinner. All right. What'd you find?
Jack
Anything?
shit.
Nothing? Nothing.
Nothing.
Useless.
Thanks.
And
Have you tried? Have you tried going to the churches? See if there's anyone that follows a god of like divination.
No, we haven't tried that. That's a great idea. We should do that.
You guys go do that. I'm gonna find food.
so Velia,
Yeah, what's
who
up?
are your closest people back home?
I had a hag. She died.
That sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
My family killed her because she taught me magic.
That sucks even more. I'm really sorry your family are dicks.
Yeah, accurate.
Yeah. Anyway, so okay.
Back
What
home, I
gods-
had a facade, one that you might be familiar with, and I haven't been totally transparent with you all because it hasn't been needed. But back home, I was known as the girl who constantly got lost, who couldn't read very well, who held books upside down because she was so stupid. This was a presentation that I formed so that they wouldn't know that I was studying magic. This was
Clever.
an image I propagated. So my guess is, if the princess had anything of a relationship with her parents like I did, which is, not, she doesn't have to have a hard life like I did, she could have had a great life. She may have presented an image that was very different than who she is, and she may not have had anybody that she trusted to know that. What we should or could do is try to figure out what people knew of her and deduct if that ever changed. So there were a few people, for instance, in my hometown who had seen me find my way where I was supposed to go, and they were always confused, and everybody told them that I was lost. Chronically lost. So maybe there's some people who saw her do things that seemed out of character, and we just need to figure out who those people are.
I got the sense when I saw her portrait that she was also perhaps not in the position that she wanted to be in. I don't know. Something about her face.
A
Maybe
cage
now's a
made
good time
of
to
gold and
mention-
silver and diamonds is still a cage. Having no control over who you are, your agency, your life, that is still a cage. And if she had any sort of brain, she probably didn't want to be inside of it.
You put a lot of thought into that.
Maybe I've lived it.
Pariah just looks mournful about her own thing. Just
At this point, Rune, as well, you hear a really alien voice come into your head. It's like, oh, hi. Kibo told me to message you. You didn't meet at the tavern.
whoops.
Any news?
Shit.
It was a tavern, or where it was.
It's I knew it. Can you ask him where it is?
Where is it? We'll meet up for dinner. I think back
Is
and attempt to reply.
Are you casting send and are you waiting for a response?
Well, is it actually sending?
Yeah, you figure it's sending back,
Okay.
yeah. But he can't. Kibo probably doesn't have the skill to do it, so he has someone in his employ that clocked you
Yeah.
guys, at least when you were working for him, that his sole responsibility is to do something like this.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just reply to his sending. His
Okay.
or her.
What do you say?
We're also busy.
Yes. Say he didn't tell us it was a tavern, didn't tell us where it is or who to look for. So I assume you're in the city, so I guess we'll meet up later this evening.
Kibo's not in the city, but yeah, head to the tavern. It's in the east side. Go find it. He just goes dead.
And that's it. Okay. All right. Well,
That's the thing to do then.
Kibo's associate has contacted me. Apparently, the Dragon's Hoard is a tavern on the eastern side of the city, which I don't see a compass on this map, so I don't know which side's east.
East is the east. Yeah.
East is east. Okay. Is that like left is left?
Oh, behave. Okay. It's somewhere over here.
In this direction?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Cool.
Yeah. So we gotta go to the east side of the city.
Okay, and I think that's where we'll pick it up next time, since we're missing Bromir and Kras has to go soon.
Sorry, y'all.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We've got a lot covered today. The plot thickens a little bit deeper. And we'll pick up next time for episode 16 when we go to the Dragon's Hoard and see what Kibo's learned about this the missing princess. But yeah, thank you all for playing. I appreciate you all. And guys, the links are in chat. Go follow everyone. And yeah, we'll see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Thank you
See
so
you
much.
soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.
I do genuinely have to run, but I adore you all. I want you to know that. Bye.
Oh,
Bye.
Peace and Kras.
Kisses.
Take care.
bye.